Hello, hello. What's going on, Jalen?
Hey there, just trying to get everything fired up here.
You're good. Hope you had a good weekend.
I did. How about you?
No complaints. Went
Good.
on, yeah, just hung out with some friends. Had some time to unwind and back into it now.
Nice.
Yeah. Ronnie, Ryan, hope you guys are doing well.
Yeah, man. Hope you are too.
Yeah, doing well, doing well.
Cool, cool. So there's a lot to go over today, so we'll go and just get started. I guess like really quick, Ryan, Jalen, where are you guys? So yeah, Ryan, I heard you from you. You got the A2P resolved and got that taken care of. Jalen, where are you at with that?
So I still need to go through the process. I got on a call. Shirelle told me I need to hop on with GHL support for them to show me how to do a website. And I haven't done that yet. So there's some button that Shirelle's had that mine didn't, which was like some AI sites that would like, I guess, build it from scratch for you. So I need to get that on my account. So that's where I'm at. I haven't completed it yet.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, when they say a website, I think all they really mean, and I was telling Cheryl this, and Cheryl, what's up, bro? Is I think all it is just you need a page within your funnel. So it's not, you don't have to create a brand new site with a brand new domain or anything. You just need a page that has a few things. But, Ryan, what did you do? And if it's easier to share like visually, if you guys want to share your screen or something, like, I mean, that's fine, whatever is easiest. But yeah, Ryan, what'd you do?
Well, I talked to Shirel and he pretty much laid it out. What How he did it was he used the AI builder, and like Jalen, I didn't have that option in mine either. So I was in there just kind of building it by hand, and it was taking too long, and it was just kind of a pain in the ass. So I ended up just creating a privacy policy and a terms and condition through a generator, which actually I already had a privacy policy, but the terms and conditions and whatnot, and I added those as links to my homepage on my website, and then I made sure there was no other forms on that homepage that was collecting text or collecting phone numbers or anything like that, anything that would need consent, and added the widget to the footer and submitted it for approval. And I think it was approved like maybe maybe I don't know if it was the next day, but it was pretty soon after that, maybe 2 days later.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds pretty similar to like what I was doing back in the day.
Yeah,
So, can you do you still have that page? If I can just have a look really quick.
yeah. Let me pull it up here. So let me share my screen. Do you want me to just send you the link?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I just have it on the very bottom.
Okay.
Uh,
Cool.
So yeah, I added the in the navigation, I added a privacy policy page and a terms of service. And you did have to make sure that the your location matches what your registration is, as well as the contact information matches. So I had to make sure that was all up to date. Otherwise, I did have a opt-in form at the bottom next to the contact us in the footer, but I removed that because it was only there because it was in the template. I didn't really use it, so I got rid of that just to make sure there was no issues with conflict with the widget itself.
So as I'm on this, so you wanted me to go directly to your home page, and so on your home page, there's a button that will take them to something where they can book a call or apply. Yeah, apply. And then actually, let me just share my screen so you can make sure we're seeing the same thing here. Um, so basically, what you're saying is that there needs to not be anything to collect name, email, phone number on this page. Yeah, is that what I'm?
Yeah, as long as it's not a form that's on that page from what they said, it's okay. So you can have a link to a form or a contact discovery form or whatever on there if it goes to another page, but whatever page that widget is embedded in, you cannot have a form, a collecting form, right there where they can type in their information.
Okay, and then are you talking about this widget right here?
Um,
This little chat thing?
yes, yes. Sorry, I couldn't see it. It was minimized. Yeah,
So that's from Go High Level. So Go High Level gives you that code. You apply that code like within where the header or footer of this page, and then
Yeah.
boom, you have this here. And then you just have to make sure there's no name, email, phone number, or any way to collect that on this page. And I forget what I used to do is I used to have to screenshot this and then provide that. Are you providing a link to this page in order
Yeah,
to
they
get it?
asked for the domain link to it when I was doing the registration.
Okay, yeah. Well, then that sounds simple enough then.
Yeah.
So hopefully that helps a little bit, Jalen. So it sounds like just copy and paste that code, make sure there's no name, email, phone number stuff here, and you guys should be good. And so I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to build out a page within our funnel and just give that to future members. So thank you, Ryan, for sharing that, and
Yeah.
Shirel, and thank you guys for that. Does this help, Jalen, or do you have more questions
Yeah.
on?
Yeah, I think when I was trying to do it with my own site as well, I think I didn't put the privacy policy in the terms page,
Yeah.
so I'm
Yeah.
gonna try that and then swap out my chat widget thing. Because I have one as well already, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
try that route. Unless if not, then I'll go Shirel's route and what he suggested. So
Yeah, definitely. I do remember the terms of service. Until we had that dialed in, it wasn't getting approved. So that should probably just do the trick for you, Jalen.
okay.
Yeah. Charlotte, do you want to chime in with anything? Is there anything that we're missing that you want to go over to help future members out, man?
No, no, no. He pretty much hit it. With that button, to get that button on there, remember I told you have to go to Go High Level and have them to activate it. You
You
have
talking
to
about this?
activate that. You
This?
get
Are you
it
talking
three
about this?
months free.
Are you talking about this button or are you talking about this
No,
little?
no, no, no. So when we were talking about the website, how you saying he had to manually do it,
Hmm.
the AI does it. So you have
Yeah.
to Go High Level. What they do is they start your membership. You get like 3 months free of the AI that they have in the system.
Yeah.
And what that does is you just put in your information and the AI literally creates it in like 10 minutes, creates the site. I can show you my site. Hold on.
Sure, sure, yeah. If you could show me visually, if you want to show, like, I don't know if you have it pulled up in like that section where you can show me like what you're referring to and then show me the site as well, or if you just want to show me the site.
Okay, yeah, yeah, I got you.
All right, so you should be able to share now.
Okay. So right here, AI Studio.
Uh-huh.
This is what they have to activate this. You have to tell them that, hey, I want to activate my free AI Studio. They give it to you for free for 3 months.
And so is that, did you click on that? Okay, yeah, yeah. Let's see
Yeah.
what.
When you click on it, and then this is the site right here that it built for me.
Okay, so they built that for you, and is that
Yep.
your other, is that a different domain, the one that you're
Yeah,
using?
this is a different domain.
So basically, you use this domain instead of the one you use for.
Yeah, it wouldn't let me use the funnel because I would have to take all of that stuff off. So I
Hmm.
was just like, I have a domain. I'll just rather them. They was like, we could just build one and just use this as a reference. And I told Jalen them like every part they need to have on that home page in order
Hmm.
for it to get approved, which is home about us, contact us, the terms and condition thing, and then the chat widget.
Can you send me a link to this, bro? Is that possible?
Yeah,
Do you have this
I got
page?
you. Let me go to actually.
I don't know if okay, perfect. All right, let's go. Cool. All right, thank you so much, bro.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go and save that. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Go and save that somewhere.
And like I said, on the bottom, that's not even my like with mine. I don't know why it told Ryan that because on mine, none of that information at the bottom is look at the number. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, that's what
Like
I was kind of weird,
you know what I'm
curious
saying?
about
Like it
too,
ain't
because
none of my
mine,
information.
yeah,
What are you guys talking about?
So you remember how Ryan was saying that your contact information has to match? Well, the address and stuff has to match. Mine doesn't match on mine.
So the website information does not match your actual information in terms of numbers.
Yeah, the contact information. So my phone number, my name, and well, it says I'm in Los Angeles. I'm not in Los Angeles. On here it does. I just
Mhm.
created this just to get approved. Like I don't need
I
it,
got you. I got
But
you.
yeah,
Yeah, it's bro, it's weird because that's so, yeah,
yeah. A2P sucks, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
Junk is horrible.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys for sharing. I think that helps out a lot. Cool. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and delve on in. Let's see here. Um, all right. So where are we at today?
You
Okay.
can have the new ones go first if you want to, Coach Sheik. I don't mind. Stay, I'm chilling.
What was that?
I said you can have the Jalen and Ryan go first. I know they had their stuff. You could solve them first and then coming back to me. That's cool.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Jalen, good question. So literally, this is literally what I was just talking about is what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a page within this funnel for you for this. So let's see here. Negotiate client acquisition funnel. So basically, this is so when it comes to ads, the ad is coming to this page, and then it's going to this page, and then it's going to this page. So the opt-in page, application page, and then the thank you page. These other pages are just here for you as you progress in your business. Because what's going to happen is, for example, as you book a discovery call or sales call, you're going to need a calendar page. So you can use this link for the calendar page for whenever you're going to book a call out. Whenever you have a sales call, this is the page that you can use because you know how like me and you, for example, had a call and then I just like shared my screen the whole time. Very similar. Like, so this is already built out for you. So you can just reference this and tweak this as needed. Um, and then kickoff form, this is after you've closed somebody, you need to get them like onboarded. So this is very similar to the link that I recently sent you actually. I actually took this page and tweaked it. So basically, you get them to wash this so that, they understand how the page works, get contracts taken care of, get access to their ad account, tell you a little bit about themselves, refer your business, let them know, hey, here's what's going to happen next. Again, you don't have to swap any of this stuff out. You can just keep my videos as they are for yourself for now. Down the road, again, I know you talked about customizing it. You can customize it down the road. Um, there's a thank you page to that. And then remember how you watch me do an onboarding with Shirel? So
Mhm.
this is that onboarding page. So I give you that as well. So you can have this and you can onboard your clients. So everything you experience with me, I just give you that. And that's what's in here. But yeah, these are just like down the road. I don't know if I took this one out, but this is like if you're networking with people and you just want to get somebody on your list that you're not working with. So I built this out for you guys. You meet somebody at the gym or at dinner or whatever. It's like, hey, um, what else? Yeah, I think that's kind of it. I think I might have a terms of service and some stuff there for you, but that's pretty much it in a nutshell. But it's not, those aren't things that you need to necessarily worry about for now. It's just these 3 pages for now.
Okay, that's what was a little bit confusing because I was looking at I think it's Mason, one of his trainings where he was telling you to, test your funnel.
Hmm.
That's the last video I was watching. He was showing some of the other pages and I was like, wait, we didn't even touch these other pages. And so I was like, so when do they get that other, link to do like the onboarding and stuff? So that's why I was like, okay, I thought I skipped something, somewhere, and I was like, wait a minute.
No,
So
no.
it was confusing me. It was throwing me for a second. So that's why I was making sure. So once they get through the thank you page, I guess that's on us to reach out to them, and then we're scheduling the
Okay.
onboarding. I mean the discovery.
Okay.
So
Super important. Okay. I do want to go. This is off topic, but before I forget, this is one of the things I want to go over with you guys. Um, so so after you launch, Jalen, there's going to be a video for you to watch in your onboarding doc. So you remember that? So
yeah.
you're gonna go to your pins, you're gonna click that, you're gonna go all the way to the bottom, and then it says watch this after your ads have gone live. And
Mhm.
that's gonna walk you through what course material you need to digest in order to have success with this funnel. Okay. Now, some people are gonna get to the opt-in page and they're gonna drop off. They're gonna get to so they're gonna opt in, they're gonna get to this page, and then they're not gonna move further. You need to reach out to these people. Some people are gonna opt in, they're going to the apply page, they're gonna drop off here. You need to reach out to those people. Some people are going to do this, 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 and then they're not going to shoot you a DM. You need to reach out to them. Some people are going to do this, 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 and then shoot you a DM. You need to have a conversation. You need to have a conversation. If you have name, email, phone number, you got to be on it. You got to have a conversation with them. You must. That's how you make this stuff work. Shirel, I don't know, like the person you recently closed, did they go all the way through the funnel or did they not? Do you remember?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. I will say, I will say that the people that do go all the way through the funnel, they do DM you. Yes, they have higher intent, but that does not mean you don't worry about these people. The glass door guy, Charlotte, do you remember if he went all the way through the funnel or no? He did. Yeah. So higher intent. So again, I will tell you, people that go all the way through higher intent, that does not mean you don't follow with these people. The next thing important to know, Jalen and Ryan, both of you guys, is what is the rule? If somebody, when it comes to this first phase, let's say for example, you don't like their personality. What do you do? Do you close them? Do you not close them? Do you let it go on? Do you disqualify them? What do you do?
Sell to them.
Guess you just sell to them anyway.
Okay. If they don't have money, what do you do?
Sell to them.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, Jalen.
Okay.
I'm looking at you specifically, Jim, because of
yeah.
your follower funnel, your experience there. Um,
Okay.
yeah. If they have a boatload of money and all that stuff and their intent, great. So I bring this up, Jalen. I'm looking at you specifically. Of course, it's important for you as well, Ryan. 1 out of 30 leads will be quality. And you will close, again, average close rate is like, I don't know, 30%. So what is the math there? 30, 60, 90. So that means that if you get 30 leads, so you need to really get like, you really, I'm just keeping it real with you here, is like, let's say you have 30 leads, 30 leads, 30, 30, 30, 30. You're going to close one out of them. That's going to be high quality. So that's 3, 6, 9, 12, 150, 60, 70, 180 leads. Straight up, 180 leads is what it costs. 180 leads is what it costs to have a client that is going to be in there, that you're going to be able to charge $1,500 a month, $2,000 a month. It's going to take you that many. Just straight up. It is what it is. That does not mean that these 179 other people you don't work on to close. Because there are some people in there that, again, and you have to really, again, ads, in order to think about ads the right way, is like, okay, I don't know what that number is. Let me see what that number is. 180. Let's see, 180 times, let's say $7 a lead. So the number there, guys, straight up, and this is normal. If I have 180 leads and it costs me $7 per lead, I'm spending $1,260 to acquire a customer. Now, does it make sense to spend $1,260 to acquire a customer that's going to spend $1,500 a month with you for a year? Obviously, no brainer, right? Now, the way you want to think about ads during this first phase is, let's say, for example, you spend $250 and you acquire somebody that pays you $500. That is a win because now you basically paid off your ad spend. So it's free. Now you're playing with house money again. So that means that, let's say, before you get to that golden goose, let's say you close, I don't know, 3 or 4 people. So let's say you spend 1,260 on ads, and let's say you make back 3,000. You're 2,000 in the profit before you even close that person. So that's how you want to think about it. That's why sometimes on these calls, you may have noticed, Jalen, if you don't, or Ryan, if you don't purchase the 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 coaching program, they're still going to sell you the $1,000 course or the 500. Why? Because they're trying to make the ads make sense. Right. But more importantly, here's what I want you guys to understand. This is, again, Jalen, I'm looking at you because I know the kinds of clients. And again, Ryan, you work with those kinds of clients as well. Is, the 140 people, 50 people that you're going to talk to, like, just straight up, they're not going to be the people that you've been used to work with, Jalen. They're not going to be. Look at Shiro just nodding, shaking his head. They're not going to be. And that's normal. That's part of this whole process. And so it's just like, please embrace that is kind of what I'm getting at, right? Don't get discouraged. Nothing is wrong with the funnel. Nothing is wrong with that. That is normal. Okay. It's super important that you understand that. And it's super important that you focus on those sales skills. Like right now, I look at Shirel and it's like, I know he's good. Like I know I have peace of mind and I know he had, like, I can probably sense, you can probably sense by his energy and like his energy, like he knows, he's like, all right, I'm good. Like I know what I can do now. I know what's possible. Um, and so I need to be able to look at you. And the other thing with you, Jalen, for example, is like, and again, I told you from day one, I'm not going to push you to do the follower funnel. Like I'm not going to. But I will tell you, I know this in my bones that the follower funnel does work. It does work. And if you were running the exact same script as everybody else, it's supposed to work. And so for you, I know that it's one of two things. Um, I know that either you didn't spend enough money or it was you're nurturing the DMs. It's one of those two. Those are the issues. If you weren't able to push this out, I just know what it is because I have so many people that I ran it with that have success with it. And so I bring that up because if you have issues with this funnel, like that's going to be a red flag to me, and I'm going to point that out to you because I know it works. Okay. but you have to be very realistic with the numbers of like what's normal here. And as long as you know that and you hit those numbers, you're going to be just fine. Okay. I feel like I'm rambling at this point, but those are, I think, the top things that were on my mind that I want to bring up for you and Ryan. Um, questions questions about that, really quick, guys.
No, I don't have anything.
Charlotte, do you have any 2 cents about that, man? That you think could help Jalen and Ryan?
Uh, just trust Coach Lee. You know what he's talking. I literally where y'all at, I was in that same mindset, and still, sometimes he has to be like, "Hey, bro, you good," because I worry a lot. Um, but Coach Lee definitely knows what he's talking about. With all of this stuff, like you said, you're gonna get leads that you're gonna be like, bro, why do you want me to push these guys, right? But like he told me, if you didn't get that rep in, I wouldn't know where to fix or where to work with you, or certain things only happen with you getting those reps in that he can fix, right? Like there was situations that I talked to customers that if I didn't talk to them, it wouldn't have been a learning experience for me to be able to close my deal. You know what I'm saying? So being able to go through that, even though they wasn't qualified, it was still a learning experience in the process for me to be able to feel more confident in closing. Just like last week, how we talked about, my script and everything like that, and we walked through it. If I didn't go through those experiences, we wouldn't be on where we was talking about that. But because I did that and we was able to talk about that, it changed my whole thought process about it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like you got, and this is the thing that I think I told Shirel that really stuck for him is like he got in a place where like he was good, and then he paused for a little bit because people weren't showing up to sales call, and I was like, no, bro, you gotta, if you don't get the rep in, then I can't teach you. Like I need you to get the rep in and then tell me what happened so that I can teach you and help you understand why it didn't go the right way or what happened. But you got to do the rep. You got to put the rep in. There's nothing for me to do. So, just like what Shirel was saying, don't get discouraged. Understand it's normal, and just keep rocking. And I promise you, 180 in, you'll have that client's gonna pay you 2,000 a month. I promise you. Okay. Uh, anything else about this topic, guys? Yeah. Okay. Um, all right. Jalen, what else you got for me?
Um, when we were on voice, you sent a voice note saying like what's a good time to launch based on like having a Monday call. What would you recommend? Because I'd like to launch this week. I just want to get to the point where you said to get through the training and stuff. Because like I said, I'm at the point where I just am testing my funnel, but I know I need to get the A2P stuff this week too. Um, and so I know now next is doing the Facebook campaign stuff. So and launching. So
Hmm. Okay.
any pointers there?
Launch as soon as possible.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
launch after this call if you got energy, girl. Like launch. Like that's it. Launch. As soon
Okay.
as you're done launching, like as soon as you launch, then you watch that piece of content, which is what to do after you've launched. And that video will tell you what you need to do. So you don't have to worry. And I promise you, you'll have plenty of time. You'll be okay. Um, and then the A2P again, don't sweat it. Just get launched, then worry about the A2P. Okay, don't worry about the A2. Don't let that hold you back. Just pretty much where you're at is there should be some after you test your funnel, make sure you're receiving the automations, all that stuff. Pretty much it's just watch the content on launching your ads the right way, then worry about watching that video on your onboarding doc and follow the instructions there, and you're pretty much good to go.
Now for my automations, I was testing and I didn't get anything. And then I figured it was because it was set to do the SMS, which it needs A2P to work.
Correct.
So I switched it just for testing sake to do an email notification, and it did that, but it sent the email to spam. So I guess I have to like unblock or whatever that email is that sends notifications. I'm curious when you're like, let's say you're sending emails through your GHL, would it go to your people's spam or is there some way around it if you're setting up email automations for your client?
Good question. Shara, I saw you nodding. Did you have something you wanted to share before I say something?
Yeah, so I asked Go High Level about that, and so they recommended something to help where it didn't go to spam, but I didn't do it, and it after a while it just started going to the regular my regular message, like email. It didn't go to spam anymore. It was like once or twice it went to spam, and then it just started going to the regular messages, regular email. So I don't know, like per se, they was recommending something, but I didn't. Whatever they recommend, I didn't do it, and it just fixed itself. So it hasn't been going to like spam or anything like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what I would say about that is first of all, I agree with Shira is like sometimes not even a big deal. The second thing, like it'll just fix itself. The second thing is like what they were probably talking about is like warming up your email address. Are you familiar with that, Jalen?
No.
So basically, there's ways to, if you want to like just do a quick Google search, for example, if you just say how to warm up email address, go high level. And that doesn't apply just to go high level, like wherever you get your domain, like same thing. Like, oftentimes it can go to spam. And so you can do things to warm it up. Another thing, I'm not saying to do this. I know some people that are, they're so cautious about their email that literally in their email, they'll send an email and somebody has to respond to the email or they have to click a button in order to get on the email list and actually receive emails. There's things that you can do like that that prevent, again, that keep your email healthy. It's kind of like a credit score. Um, so honestly, that's it. It's just like doing a quick Google search and doing something, and it's not that hard. Like I've done it in the past. It's not that hard to do. It'll take you like 15 minutes to set it up and then you can warm it up. But to be honest, I wouldn't sweat it. I wouldn't worry about that right now. Yeah. I think if you work with a client, like here's the thing is most clients that you're going to work with. So are you coming to us from a perspective of you worrying about your stuff landing in email like spam or for your clients when you start working with them or both?
Just for test sake right now. And then it did make me wonder, would that happen, if I'm doing this for a client?
Yeah.
Would the same thing happen for their emails?
Yeah, good question. I think there's always the risk of that. But what I would say is, every funnel is a little bit different. So let's say, for example, so like for example, when it comes to duct cleaning, like emails are not really a thing. Like that funnel, the way it works is just an instant format, and then people are receiving automated text. They're not really using their email. Like they're not receiving an email that says, "Hey, the person is going to come to your place and clean your place at like 5 p.m." So it's not that important versus like maybe a medical spa. If you're working with medical spas, maybe email reminders are more important. But the thing is, if you're working with a medical spa, oftentimes they already have their own systems and emails and things. And so it's not even a concern. So I just wouldn't worry about it too much until you get to that place. For now, if anything, if you want to write this down for yourself, is like, just so you know, it's like, okay, learn how to warm up my inbox so that in the future, if I need to warm up an inbox for somebody, I know how to do that. If that's something you want to do, I don't think it's the best use of your time, but maybe you can go and put that on your Excel as something to look into for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah, good question.
Good. Mhm.
What else?
I can't think of anything at the moment. Um, I'm just cruising through this content, trying to knock it out as quick as I can and, get to the launch day as quick as I can too. So,
Yeah.
um, I have a shoot tomorrow, so probably Wednesday would be the earliest I could launch.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I will let you know.
Okay. Um, I will say about that again. We kind of talked about that a little bit in terms of the Slack message, and I was telling you like you really have to revolve your life around the ads, and so if you're like for example, just you saying that to me is like, hey, I'm not going to launch until after the shoot. I'm guessing maybe the mentality is more like, hey, this is a new thing, and I want to be fully prepped and ready for it. And if so, I get that, and that's totally fine. And yeah, go ahead and launch once you get back and you got energy and stuff. But just it's one of those things where you just got to keep them on 24/7. It just is what it is. I don't make the rules that, but
Oh
uh,
yeah, I wasn't gonna cut them off or anything. I
okay,
just saying, I just know that's when I can get through the rest of this content and focus on launching it properly, so I
gotcha.
don't miss anything.
Okay, cool.
So
So
yeah,
I figured that's kind of where you're coming from. That's totally
yeah, I'm not gonna pause it or nothing. I'm not
okay.
worried about that.
Okay, good.
Unless you say turn them off, I'll turn them off. But yeah.
Yeah, I will tell you to turn him off at certain places. Like for example, Cheryl, I told him to drop his ad spend a little bit so he can focus on the skills of onboarding. There are times where I told Ronnie a few times to turn him off. So there are strategic times that to turn off where I know it's going to be heavy for you, where there's things you need to learn, and you just aren't not going to be able to balance the two. But we'll cross that bridge when we need to cross that bridge. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. You said consume content, get ready to launch. I'm on a brain fart. If it comes back to me, I will get back to you.
I know I still got to do that you messaged me so you can get
Yeah.
access to my GHL and my ads. I know I have to do that. I saved that in my browser. So I know to do that definitely before I launch. So
Okay, cool. Yeah,
I haven't forgot about it. I just haven't gotten to it yet.
it's okay. No big deal.
Yeah.
I knew that you're a little bit busy with the weekend. No big deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, I think anything else top of mind, Jen? Oh,
Mm.
here's what I was going to ask you. I remember. Remember how when you first hopped in and you were talking about like learning Go High Level, being a detractman. I was telling you, it's like, no, we're going to work on it together and give you course material and walk you through all that stuff. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I like how everything is, step by step for sure. I, you know, to say like other people that say recommend GHL, but they don't teach it. So I'm glad that I'm getting the deep dive into it. So I'm not wasting my money on the software, and then it's like figure it out yourself. So
Are you feeling a little bit more comfortable now, like now that you've built
yeah,
a funnel and set up some automations and stuff like that? I know, there's still a lot to learn, but like that's like a lot of the meat of it, like what you've done.
yeah, I'm figuring it out. And then I had one hiccup, which was my account. I guess when you have a user on your Go High Level, you have to set the time that that user is in. So when I
Mhm.
was like setting up my calendar, it would say that I was available at like 4 a.m. and I had set everything to like Central Time. So I'm like, why is this junk saying I'm available at 4 a.m.? So for whatever reason, it had me on a different time zone for my user for, my account, I guess. So I had to go through YouTube to figure that out. And I was like, what is going on? Because I set like my time like 9 to 5 or whatever for my availability, but it was like 4 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. And I was like, what? So yeah, that was the only hiccup I had that I had to figure out outside of your stuff. But um, I thought that was strange because I'm like, if I'm setting my time that I'm available, it should just go default to that time zone, but it didn't. So
Yeah. I see it. Shout out cracking up because he's probably going through the same.
Yeah,
We
yeah, I did, bro. I did.
yeah.
But listen, bro, I go to video chat so fast, but I know they hate seeing me in there. I stay in there. Any problem I have, so they fixed it for me because mine said the same thing. It said, "Why is it showing like you open at 4:30 a.m.?" I was like,
yeah,
so they walked me through it. Yeah, it's funny because it's like I did. It happened to me too.
Yeah. We
yeah,
we've replaced that section of the content so many times they just keep changing it up. So we're just like, you know what? So yeah.
we're figuring
Um
it out. So
yeah. And that's the other thing is like a lot of the stuff, like the premise is the same, but like the buns might be in a different place or slightly different. But like, you know, so but I think, you figure out majority of it. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I know that
mm.
was a big thing for you, so good. Okay. Anything else top of mind for you, Joe?
Is there like an example calendar page of like what we should put like for like the description of our calendar, or do we just leave it blank? Like I was wondering, like when you put, you could say, hey, this is your discovery call with, you know, this company or whatever. Should we put a description so people know, like, hey, we want you to be on camera, like any rules and
Good
things
question.
like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
Good question. So, the one that is already built in for you guys, is Mason's the one that built all that stuff out. I just kind of told him like, here's what needs to be on there, but I don't remember off the top of my head. I do know when we niche down, yes, I do that stuff with you. For the six figures, it's six figure and seven figures very different. Cheryl, did it have any information in your calendar? Do you remember? Like, does it say like what it is, what this call is about, all that stuff, or no?
I believe it did. It should have walked you through that on the video, if I'm not mistaken, because I have it in mind, like where it says. Well, it'll say no, no. Actually, it just says like Zoom meeting or something like that. But I haven't ran into a problem where people don't know what it is or had their cameras off. I haven't ran into that problem yet. You know what I'm saying? As far as that, so I don't
Yeah.
know.
So when it comes to, so I understand where your question is coming from, Jalen. So, um, when the guys, did I show you any of the niche funnels?
you might have, but I don't recall. So you could just
Okay,
show me
I got you. Yeah, yeah. Where,
again.
so for example, this is Cameron's. So, uh, this is his ad. This is his calendar page, and then this is his thank you page. So, um, 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 So yeah, down the road, again, I don't think this is gonna be for a little while until say, hey, look, Kushik, I have a niche I really want to do. But what we'll do is we'll create an actual ad. I think I may have told you this on our initial call. So I'll help you script this out. Like I'll give you my proven templates and then we'll script out. By the way, they literally just reshot this. It was really cool. I don't know. You guys heard that in the voice note the other day. They took this exact script and they shot it in person with a bunch of stuff and it's converting. This is like, how long is this? Like 2 years. So this ad has been crushing for 2 years. So anyways, we'll work on that. And then the calendar page is all we do is you're going to have something like that's going to be a template. So this is already figured out. All this stuff is figured out. You're just going to make some small little tweaks. And then when it comes to the thank you page, this video right here, again, this is scripted out for you. And so this video is more along the lines of what you've been seeing, Jalen, where it's like, hey, here's how to prepare for your call and da 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 da, all that stuff. But that's this funnel. And the reason that it's this funnel is because remember, somebody sees an ad, they come to this counter page, they haven't spoken to anyone and they're booking a call. And so when they get here, they do need some context in order to like actually pick up the call and have a conversation with you or stuff. Or else it's like, what the heck? But for the 6 figure 6 weeks, it's a very different kind of funnel where the ad goes right to a page with a video of my ugly mug and there's information, their name, his phone number. And then they receive a DM. Right. And so when they receive a DM in a conversation, it's like you can have a bare bones calendar and they'll still book and they'll still show up to call, assuming your discovery call went well, assuming your sales call went well. So there's no booking people into a calendar until you've had a conversation. And so
Okay.
because you've had the conversation, they will show up to the call, assuming it was a good call.
Okay.
Versus this, we need to have this because we don't know if they're going to pick up the call. So we need to make a really strong impression. So it's a little bit different.
I see. Okay. Got it.
Yep. Yep. Good question. Yeah. You don't have to worry about that stuff right now.
I had a question.
Yep.
So with Cam stuff, is he showing the video first before getting onto the booking page?
Are you talking about his ad?
Yes.
Yeah, so they run video ads. So they don't have so you know how like you were running the back like the simple image ad with some text on it?
Yeah.
So Cam and them are actually, they have like full-fledged ads. I can, if you guys are interested, I can actually let me if you want to study their stuff, Ronnie, I think it would be worth studying their stuff.
Yeah.
Facebook, the dot agency, maybe. There we go. There's Cam's handsome face. Click here, page transparency, currently running ads. Yes, if you guys want to study these guys, like these guys are crushing. This is Aman and Cam.
Dutch cleaning business owners. You want more Dutch cleaning jobs? I am not just another marketer. I was in the field for years.
So that's literally what I mean is like he took the talking head and it's the exact same script he's doing.
Dutch cleaning business owners. I am not just another marketer. I was in the field for years as an air duct cleaning technician. I saw how much money we were leaving on the table every.
That's interesting. He's combining the talking head stuff here and then like the in-person stuff. So he's combining both those ads. That's interesting.
The first 2 weeks, I think
So this is a testimonial based ad. Interesting. So same copy for everything. So he's kept the same copy for years. So Ronnie, I think hopefully this is all cool stuff for you of like it's not just talking head stuff. Like he's actually showing himself in
Yeah.
field and stuff. So they're mixing it and matching it up. I'm guessing this is gonna be a funny one.
20 jobs in 30 days or you don't pay.
So that was interesting. What they did is that's on the calendar page. So the headline, the offer on the calendar page, he literally hooked it with that. Because we've done the research to know that that's the offer people want. So we literally started his ad off with that. And then now it's going to go back to the initial ad, I'm guessing.
Business owners. I am not just another marketer.
So that's literally what they did. They just had a different hook and they hooked it with that offer. And then I think this is the original one.
Air duct cleaning business owners. I'm not just another marketer. I was in the field for.
Yeah, just a bunch of different hooks, same message.
Would you like to book 3 weeks out for Dutch cleaning jobs? Dutch cleaning business owners. I am not just another marketer.
So yeah, you find something that works. And now here's what I will say. I will tell you guys, in my experience, that this is how people used to run ads and they are running it the old way. This stuff typically it's not supposed to work anymore. You can't just like swap out you can't just swap out the hook and then keep the rest of the video the same. But what I found is that if you do it this way, like Facebook will give you grace where it'll work for a while, but then you need to create brand new ads, brand new ads, brand new ads, versus whatever I shared with you guys in Andromeda. That's how you create ads, and then those ads will last for 6, 9 months. Okay. So just kind of giving you guys a heads up. Um, like what works for Andromeda is if you have one ad set and you had this ad in there, you had this ad in there, and then you had maybe these two different ads in there because they're all very different. So
Mm.
that's what's going to work for Andromeda. Okay.
He just posted these two. It looks like I saw the date. It says started running on July 18th.
Yeah, so they've had that. So okay, now that you mention that, the reason is so they've been running this for a while. The reason it says July 18th is why? Because they're duplicating ads and ad sets. They want
Oh,
things alive. So this literally goes back to the Andromeda stuff. So they launch an ad, it works well for a few days, tanks, they're duplicating the ad set. So that's why the dates are the dates. But I know they've been running this stuff for months now.
got
Okay.
you. I had another question. So like they basically see the video ad and then it takes them to the landing page and then they pick a time on the calendar. Is that correct for what
Yep.
Cam's doing?
It's
Okay.
the same thing as you should. I think you're doing, right? It's calendar page and then
Yeah.
thank you page, right?
Because I noticed that his is a little different. Like his, like before, like they get to the calendar page, they watch a little video, and then after they watch the video, then it takes them to the calendar page. I was wondering if I should do something like that as well or no.
No, no, it goes right here.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, it goes right here. This is the counter page. And then they used to have an opt-in page where they collect a name, email, phone number, and then they stopped doing that because they had too many low quality calls, and so they
Yeah.
stopped doing that.
Okay.
And
Got you.
so and then the confirmation page um is is this page, which is similar to yours. So
Oh,
they just
okay.
reshot, which again you re-edited yours too.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it.
Cool.
Yep. Questions on this, Ronnie? Before we
No, I was wondering, do you think it would do you think actually never mind. I was just gonna say because if Cam's doing it, then I probably should do it as well. Just keep it as the same thing where basically they book out on the calendar and then it takes them to the like the video page.
Yeah, I think that's the best route. I don't, yeah, I think if I think having an opt-in page is really good for people that are really good at emails and have a big team to like work people. So it's like if you have email, so the reason that Cam and Elman didn't like is because it's just Elman and Cam. They don't have setters and closers. So basically
Yeah.
they were getting a shit ton of calls and Cam's taking like so before Cam might need to take 4 calls to close one deal. And now all of a sudden he's taking like 15 calls to close one deal, right? Because every single
Mhm.
person that name, email, his phone number, he's hitting them up. He's having a conversation with every single one of them. And so he's having 15, 16 conversations, close one deal. He's like, I don't want to do that. I want to have 5 conversations, close one deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it only makes sense if you have a full-time setter that's like working a bunch of people, and then you have emails and you're just blasting people like crazy. But for
Yeah, that
you
makes
guys,
sense. Yeah.
yeah.
Question, Coach Sheik.
Yes, sir.
When it come to ads and stuff, uh, does the length matter or not, or it depends? Because I seen an ad that I like, and I could share it with you to show you. Uh, but it was a little longer, but it was interesting what he was going over. And I could send it to you if you want to see it real quick.
Yeah, I'll be right back. In the
Okay.
meantime. Yeah.
Congrats on the close, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you, Bronny.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, man. I'm trying to get like y'all, man. That's it.
Oh,
That's it, man.
it's a numbers game, bro. You'll get
Yeah,
there.
yeah, for sure. Where's Coach Sheik? Good. There he is. Hope everybody's doing well. I didn't get to say what's up to everybody. Jalen, Ryan, AD, what's good with you, Brody? Think you muted, big dog. There you go.
How you doing?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain, man. It's always good to see y'all every week, man. For sure.
Yeah, yeah. Congrats on your close, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
I felt that energy just
Yeah.
before we went in, and
When we did the call,
I'm
yeah.
just so glad I could tell you, like, yeah, this is how I feel. I feel you're gonna close this time. I wasn't surprised at all when you told me that.
I know, man. You said it too. I remember you said it.
Yeah. Congrats, bro.
Appreciate you, big dog.
Yeah.
Okay, I sent it to him. I think he should have it. Awesome.
So what am I looking at here, Cheryl?
I sent it to you on Instagram. That's what it
Oh,
was.
okay.
What it was on.
Oh,
If you run a
okay. You want to hear a funny story about this guy?
What's up?
He went inside of a. I'm gonna bash this guy real quick. 2020, he goes inside, full-time filmmaker, says, "Hey, has anybody bought Koshik's cinema marketing cheat code program?" My competitor at the time, I don't know, maybe Jalen, you know them, the real video strategist responds to him, says, "Hey, what did you want to know about this?" And then talks to him, gets him inside the Real Deal Video Strategist Club, makes a testimonial for them. Next thing I know, he launches his own offer around a year or 2 years ago, and his domain is cinemarketingcheatcode.io or something like that, cinemarketer.io. So he literally took my domain.
Nah, he's sick.
Yeah. So if you, I wouldn't listen to him. If that story doesn't, I mean, yeah. So he makes good ads, but in terms of his product,
Yeah. No, I was just liking his ad. That was it.
his ad is banger. Like his
Yeah,
ad.
I was liking how his ad, like how he got their attention. That was dope.
Also, he stole it. So there's
He
no,
stole. Okay, got you. So he's a thief. Got you. Okay.
yeah, he stole the ad. So he stole the script, he stole the whole thing. It's not his. So anyways, moving on. Um uh what else you guys got for me? Um okay. Actually, no. Jalen, so Jalen, you're good. Yeah. Okay. Mr. Ryan, issue automation of the funnel. I am getting text notification, but nothing on my opportunities. Okay. What was the issue?
I was using the duplicate phone number, the same phone number to run the second test, and it blocked it.
There you go.
So the first one showed up in there, but the second one and the third one didn't. I couldn't figure it out. I went into the create opportunities and realized that's what was going on.
Cool. Cool. What else is going on with you, man? Anything else that you want?
I'm just about wrapped up. I'm just kind of finishing the Facebook ad. Unfortunately, I can't choose the right performance goal because I need to be verified through Facebook for some reason.
Hmm.
So I had to run verification this morning, and I've got to wait for them to approve me before I can change the performance goal, and then I can finish the ads and launch.
Okay. Cool. Shirel, Jalen, can you guys message me to give you guys the right story ad? The one that you guys have is fine. It's just there's another one that converts better, and I'm just now remembering. Shirel, remember that one? And Shirel, can you message that to me, bro? Actually, did I message it to you? Or yeah, do you have like a Photoshop file of it, or
You talking about the gray straight gray background one?
yeah, the gray background? Actually, yeah. Can you post it in here in the general chat?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Um,
So basically, Ryan, Gyro, Jalen, I called you Jyrell, Jalen. Um, so the gray background one, there's a story version and then there's a feeds one. The story one has like a gray background, right? And the feeds one, there's like a camera in the background. What I found out after testing with a few different people is that that doesn't perform as well as just having a plain background because the text is just easier to read.
Mhm.
And so I want
Okay,
you guys to use that one.
cool.
And so that's what me and Shiro are working on. So I'll have him send that here in the general chat. Um, so is that that's the story one, yeah? Can
Yeah.
you
So
can
only thing I did was I went to Chat GPT and told her to do the story one, and then do the one for feeds, and it did both for me.
well, there you go. You guys can just see Shiro out here always using AI. Um,
Listen, bro. Listen, bro.
hey man, I'm not complaining, man. If that's
And
what
I
works.
got it to change the state, so you can get it to change your state and everything.
Yeah. So guys, basically what we're getting at is you want to have a square version, okay? Gray background, and then instead of saying swipe up, it's supposed to say click learn more to claim your free video commercial, okay? So you want to change that here, gray background, and make it a square. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys have questions? If not, you guys might want to make sure you write that down so you guys don't forget. Okay. Okay. So yeah, anything else top of mind for you, Ryan?
I don't think so. I'm ready to get going.
Yeah, cool. Um, all right, well, that's music to my ears. Going once, going twice, questions? Sure. Feeling good about everything?
Yeah, I think so. Now that I got the registration accepted and this little snag on the go high level, I think that was my two hangups, and I think I'm pretty good on that. So yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, cool, man. Did you get a chance to talk to Tony, by the way, or no? Not yet.
I reached out to him. I've not heard back yet. So
Okay.
I don't know if he was busy or what was going on, but I'll give him a little bit, then I'll reach back out at some point.
Yeah, yeah. No, he's probably just a little bit busy. I reached out to him the other day, and he sent me some stuff, and I haven't heard back either. So he's probably just a little bit busy.
Okay, cool.
But don't be shy. Feel free to shoot him a ping. I should probably shoot him a ping myself, because he can get really busy with this stuff. So yeah.
Gotcha.
Cool. Um, anything else before I move on to Shirel?
I don't think so.
Okay, Mr. Shirel, let's have a look at your ads. You want to share your screen?
Yeah, I got you.
And then I'm gonna get
You want to
going.
take it over?
Yep, yep. I'll dive in. Okay. Okay, cool. So did you by any chance get a chance to work on Excel or not yet in terms of breaking things up into weekly?
No,
Okay.
no. I put it
Because
in the voice note, like you got to show me. I don't know how to. I barely know how to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm still learning,
yeah,
so I
yeah.
don't know how to like add a column and
Do
do
you
all
want
of
to
that.
do you want to pull it up really quick so I can just show you really quick?
Yeah.
You can just put it on like another tab so I can navigate it
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I am. I'm gonna let me open this up.
Cool.
Where's it at?
Alicia, hope you're doing well, bro.
All right, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm doing well. Thank you very much for asking. Yeah.
Good, good. Okay. So basically all you will do, Sharel, is
Hmm.
you come in here and I right click and then I say insert column on left.
Okay.
If I want to do here, I'll just say insert column above or below.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Right click it. Right.
Yep, you just right
Okay.
click and then this will pop up for you.
Okay. That's easier said than done. Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember week by week. Can I start fresh? Like starting now, do it week by week.
So I'm trying to control Z this. So you're gonna it won't let me actually I should be able to just delete this. There's nothing. Yeah, you should be good. So it's not gonna be like it's gonna be a little bit cumbersome, but like the way you would do it, for example, is you would come in and then you what you would do is you would just filter by the day. So you just be like, for example,
Oh, okay.
got it?
I got you. Yeah.
So basically it'd be like boom, and then be like, all right, what's the data from this week? Boom. And I always just like do Sunday to Saturday. And then
Okay.
now you have the data for this particular week versus this week. Okay. The reason this is so important is you got to get good at like reading the data because like let's say for example, let's come to maximum and it's like, okay, my results are 899 per lead. But
Mm-hmm.
then if I look into like let's say I go like, okay, what are my results the last 7 days? So last 7 days are $12. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So it jumped up a little bit. But it's possible that if I go from the 13th to the 20th, let's just say theoretically it was $9. I'd be like, oh, it's no big deal. So
Mm-hmm.
sometimes what I do is I'll filter from like just the last 3 days because it's like what's possible is that like this whole week it was good, this whole week it was good, and then this week, boom, all of a sudden things tank, and then it's just the last 3 days. And it's like if things are not turning around for like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 days consistently, it's like, okay, something's going on.
Okay.
So that's what I mean is you got to get good at reading this stuff. So, okay, so now look at this. Look at what this is telling us. So basically, it's like if I go to results from Maximus again, when did you launch? You remember?
26, I think.
Okay, so let's say let's go into 26. So June 26th, is that when you launched?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's say let's say we go because it's not much. Let's just say, okay, what do things look like for the first week? Um, 26. Yeah, let's see what things look like for like a week. It's like, okay, my cost per lead is 894. Okay, cool. Bet. Now let's see what things look like from this week to this week. 7. Okay, results have gotten better. So maybe this is where I think you maybe
We
switch.
changed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, that brought the numbers down. Okay, cool. Now we go from here to here. What do results look like? Okay, all of a sudden something bad happened here. So then the question
I
becomes,
think it's
okay,
when I got that quality lead at that time, wasn't it?
so you have so again, results from here to here are averaging out to be I don't know why your total doesn't show. Um so actually let's have like a hmm, so it's like $7, things are good. And then from here to here, it's like it jumped to $14. So now I'm like, okay, well, which day was it that, should hit the fan? This day was $10. This day is $16. Okay, it's creeping up quite a bit to $18. Like, dang. And then now it's going down a little bit. Now it's going down again. Now it's like kind of staying around 13. This day,
I think that's when that mistake happened when that lady told me to turn it off, if I'm mistake, or deleted it or something, if I'm not mistaken.
no, because this was the 18th of July. So this was just this was Saturday.
Oh, okay. So I know one of them days when the lady told me delete everything and mess me up.
So this is interesting. So like, all right, look at it, bro. 18th. So basically if you look at it, it's like things are pretty good, pretty good. And then what happened is you kind of went up, results got really bad, and then they came down. Okay? Are you following me?
Mhm.
So remember, so let's go from the first to the fourth. You're good. $9. If I come from the fifth to the 11th, we're chilling. Now from this week to this week, it's like this is where shit hit the fan. And this is last week, okay?
Yeah.
And now it's like $14. Now what I did is I basically went day by day, right? And so I'm
Yeah.
seeing it creep up. So basically it's like this, and then it came back down. So the 17th it was high, and then all of a sudden, I'm sorry, 18th it got even high. 18th you didn't get nothing, and then all of a sudden 19th things turn around. 19th you're at $4, bro. So it's like and then let's look at today, $4. So what this is telling me is like, let's not be hasty and jump to conclusions too fast. That's what I'm.
Hmm.
So this is why it's so important to look. Now you're getting it week by week. You see that?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. No, I wasn't worried about it. I told you I seen it on the app and I didn't know, so I was just like, well, let me just let them know since I'm still learning this. Let
Mhm.
me let them know just in case, But I wasn't like I'm chilling, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm chilling.
My choice of words. I guess what I was trying to get at is like I wasn't talking about the anxiety or
Oh,
emotion.
okay. I was gonna say, yeah,
Not in this case. What I was talking about is like more of thinking about as a media buyer of like
yeah.
sometimes we kill things, sometimes we duplicate things, sometimes we pause things. So basically what I'm
Mhm.
saying is that in terms of this data, if we look at it, the last 12, 20, so you spent $24 and results have been good the last $24.
Yeah. Okay.
So as a media buyer, like putting on my hat as a media buyer with the numbers, I'm like, it's cool. I'm chilling. Like everything's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But does that make sense in terms of how to
No,
look
it
at
definitely does
things?
because you see that one bad right there that happened is making me think it was the whole something's wrong. Really, it was just them days.
Yep.
Right. I know. I definitely get what you're saying.
And so it's really weird, bro. That happens. I don't know. Like this used to never happen back before Andromeda, but now I've noticed is like you'll be chilling, all of a sudden it goes crazy, and then it fixes itself. Um, so
Yeah.
that's just something to be looking out for. Now, in the event that you go like 2 weeks and it's not doing that, it's like okay, red alert. Now, what I will say, and this is again, this is further down the road, is what you're really looking at is like 2 times KPI or 3 times KPI. So that means like, okay, normal cost per lead is like $7, right? So if I go from $7 a lead to now I'm spending $21 a lead, that's 3x. And if that's consistently happening for like a week, okay, shit's broken. I need to do something. But if you
Got you.
go from $7 to like $9 down to $4, it's not that, it's fine. You have to,
Got
and everybody's a little bit different. Some people wait till 2x KPI, some people wait till 3x. So that's your discernment, what you
you.
want to do.
Okay. And I guess we don't got to do it right now because I know it'll take forever. But remember, we talked about like if you can do a video, or I don't know how you want to do it, but just explaining like why these are important, right? Because like for me,
Mhm.
I don't really like know what this. Only thing I see is only thing that I know up there is dollars. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I don't understand none of this. So, you can like explain that. That'd be great. That way we can just know like or the basics that we need to know to be able to understand it. How you like just basically dissected that.
Yeah. So do you know if you create the columns or no? The custom columns or no? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, so one thing you want to do is um I don't know where you have the course pulled up. Is it here?
No, you can pull it up. Just add a tab and pull it up. It's in my favorite thing.
I'll let you do it. I don't it's gonna
Right here.
okay.
There you go.
Oh, cool. So um
There you go. You can take control again. You got it.
okay. Um so I moved some things around inside the program, but if I come in here, how to build and launch 6 figures within 6 weeks. If I keep scrolling down, and so Jalen, Ryan, this is important for you guys. You guys probably again you just haven't gotten there yet in terms of material. Um, but what you need to do after you build everything out, you launch it. Okay, so after you launch, there's content here. It's called housekeeping, okay? So this is right below the how setting up the ads, right? So after you've set up your ads, there's content here on understanding how to set up your columns and how to update your Excel and understand like what the numbers mean. Okay,
Oh,
so both these videos are very so this is what I'm referring to, Charlotte, is like you want to
okay.
walk and set this up. Okay.
Got you.
Now, coming back. So basically when you set this up, um,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty similar to this data. So um, the first thing is going to be your CPM. Okay. Now, the reason CPM is so important is CPM is your cost per 1,000 impressions. So how much is Facebook charging you to show your ad 1,000 times? Now, CPM will decrease if it's a lower socioeconomic status and if you're going wider. So if you are running ads in China versus the United States, CPM will be higher in the United States because of higher socioeconomic status. Okay. Now, location, like how if you target your entire city, or I'm sorry, your entire state versus a city, it's harder for Facebook because it's smaller, so it's going to charge you more versus if you
Got
charging
you.
target your entire
And
state.
that's why you said that one time to up my thing to 50 instead of 25. so my cost per lead can go down, and then we change that as well and start seeing better results. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so that's your CPM. And so what's cool is if you like look at your funnel over the course of 12 months, what will happen is as time progresses, your CPM will slowly start to increase. Okay, that's the
Gotcha.
other thing. And typically it's starting to increase because Facebook is going, its market is getting narrower and narrower in terms of finding you your ideal customers. So it has to work harder.
Gotcha.
Another thing is maybe it's going after more and more affluent people for you. Okay.
Gotcha.
So that's why CPM is really cool to track over time. Now what else? Reach is just going to be how many people Facebook reached your ad. So this is individual. So in just the last, this is wild. Alicia, remember how you told me like, oh, there's not enough people, and I was like, there's so many people. So just in the last 2 days, Shire, and so from the 12th to 18th, bro, it's wild. Five, three, four, five, five, six, about 10,000 people individually have seen your ad. About 10,000 people in that location is wild. Frequency is how many times the average person saw it. So the average person saw your ad 1.5 times. The reason this is important is because if you've got a frequency of like 4 or 5, that means the average person has seen your ad like 4 or 5 times, and if it's not converting, it's like, all right, bro, people are burnt out. Like, you know how sometimes you'll see an ad like multiple times, and you're like, bro, like you're,
Tired
it's
of
like the
seeing
key.
this. Yeah.
It's like the first time it might hit you, but or maybe the first time you didn't even notice, and the second time you saw it and it hit you, you're like, oh, you're paying attention. But then usually after you pay attention, by the fifth, sixth time, it's like it don't hit no more.
Yeah.
And so
Gotcha.
it's like if you've got an ad that's got a frequency of like 5, 6, and it's not converting, it might be like, hey, like, we need to create something new. Now, what I will say is if this is like a retargeting video, like testimonial based, like, yeah, people need to see that kind of stuff multiple times sometimes.
Hmm.
Cost per result, that's just your cost per lead. If you had optimized for purchase, it would be cost per purchase. What else? Impressions. So we just went over that. That's like, okay, so your ad, so here's what's cool is your ad was seen by 4,477 people in this ad set, and it was seen a total of 7,000 times, 7,132 times, which again goes back to your frequency, right? Because that same person didn't see it. The same person saw it 1.6 times. That's why your impression is what it is.
So they
Um,
seen half of my ad. Is that 1.5?
so 1.5 basically means how many times each of these people saw your ad on average. So that means if you take 4,477 people and you multiply that by 1.59, that
Hmm.
should equal this number right here.
Got you. Okay.
All right, because 4,400 people have seen it, and the average person saw it at least 1.5 times.
Okay. Got you.
That's how you get the impressions number. So basically, sometimes people focus on impressions. I like to focus on reach because I want to know how many individual people saw it. I don't really care
Right.
how many times they saw it.
Got
Uh,
you.
I mean, they're both important. Okay. So click-through rate is like what percent of the time was your ad clicked on. So for example, out of the 7,132 times that your ad was seen, it was clicked on 1% of the time. So that's
Okay.
your click-through rate. And so we want to keep this, again, this is not a big deal. Like, oh, I've seen numbers up to like 3%. So keeping it around, I don't know, this number to like 3%, you're good, you're chilling. But like once you start seeing an ad drop to like 0.2%, it's like, okay, red alert. Like 0.74 is not ideal. Like it's not ideal. But it's not like I'm not worried about it because I'm looking at your results overall, and your results overall are good.
Hmm.
Um, What else? Cost per click. So landing page views is, um, so basically, if I look at the number of link clicks that you have, so okay, so you have 72 link clicks. So 72 times your ad was clicked on, but the page only loaded 61 times, which means that about 10 people clicked on the ad and they didn't wait for the page to load. That's what this is.
Got you.
And so this can be a huge red flag because I've seen a case with Jorge. We had like 100 link clicks on only 2 landing page views. And what that meant was that something was, so we know based off of this data that his opt-in page was not optimized. There's code and shit fucked up. And we had to fix that. And then now his page was loading all of a sudden. And now
Got
we're actually viewing his page. Um, so yeah, those are some things, bro.
Yeah, yeah, no, that helps me. I like it. I like it. Appreciate that, Coach Sheik.
Yep. But yeah, so you want to make sure you get your column set up, and once you have your column set up, that's going to allow you to be able to like read this stuff very clearly. Because there's some things that this is a majority of the things I have you look at, but there are some things I think maybe that
that I need to add in there?
yeah, and then you'll have
Okay.
a full picture of what's going on.
Okay.
Um, yeah. What else, bro? What else is top of mind for you?
Um, so on my Slack, I created the. I'm gonna move it over. I created the. Dang, it ain't showing up right here. I created a workspace. I don't know why it ain't showing up. Let me
Try
try.
closing it and then relaunching it. Sometimes Slack gets weird like that.
Hold on. Let me see. Mm, is it? Let me see. This thing. I don't know why they do. Anyway, I created one, and I was wondering, like when I created one, it had like the general and all of that, but I was creating one because of the onboarding that I have to do, right? Do I need to have all of this like type of stuff in there, or just have where I just direct to the client?
You don't need all that stuff. That's more for like once you've niched down a little.
Coaching, right? And all of that type of stuff.
Yeah, right now it's not super important that you have all this.
Okay,
The main
so
thing for Slack that I wanted you to do is I wanted you to have, the ability to put somebody in there and be able to communicate with them, kind of like have that. That's it.
okay, and once I create it, and I'm gonna delete this stuff where I could just have direct messages. Once
Mhm.
I just send them the link, they join and it'll show their name, and I just add them, or like how does that work?
Like, how do you get inside? How do you get somebody inside Slack? Is that what you're getting at?
Like once I send them the email or whatever it is for the Slack to the invite,
Uh-huh.
once they join it, how do I get it to where it's the direct message like how you did us and stuff?
It'll just show up.
Oh, it'll just show up.
Yeah, their contact, it'll just like show up and tell you that somebody's inside your Slack. And then what you do is you it'll either show up down there on the left where you got your
Mm-hmm.
arrow pointed, where you can just like click and then message them, or you click
Uh-huh.
on search CMCC coaching, like in that search bar up there,
Mm-hmm.
right here. And then you just like type in somebody's name and then
Okay.
like pop up and then you just shoot them a message.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool beans. Uh, um, I still got to get my onboarding sheet, what we talked about, how to put stuff together
Hmm.
for her specific. That's what we can go over real quick because I think I got
Sure.
to pull it up.
Yep.
And you can look at this and let me know if you got any questions. So this is what I was thinking about. It's more of a, remember we talked about like meal prep, right? And you can
Hmm.
make it bigger if you can't see it.
Yeah.
Meal prep, but more of a convenience type thing. So like for busy people trying to stay healthy and stuff like that. So and I got all of it in here. But like convenience and stuff. Go ahead, my bad.
Oh, you're good. So is this like plan kind of what you're planning on running through like this document?
Yeah, that's what I was just showing you like the thoughts, my thoughts. I had chat put it together for me, but the thoughts like what I had.
I see, I see. So what I would do if I were you is if you do you want to pull up like one of the onboarding pages? Like the one that you showed me earlier in your video and you're like, oh, what do I do here?
Oh yeah, okay. Uh let me see if it where's my
You can even pull up yours, yeah.
I don't got this is the one I got. I don't got the
Yeah. So what I would do is what I would suggest that you practice is not so much that as come in
Mhm.
here and just tweak this. So for example, you're like, okay, should I go over mindset with her? Is that applicable or no?
No, I wasn't gonna show her that. No. I wasn't gonna show her. That was for us.
No, no, no. I want you to create this for her.
Oh no, I know you want me to do that. I was talking about this document right here. That's what I wanted to show you. Remember I talked about earlier, the game plan, like what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking about. That's not the onboarding I'm talking about. That's not
So when
the
when were
on,
you planning? When were you planning on going over this with her on the onboarding?
No, I wanted to talk to you first. I was not planning on doing anything yet
Oh, okay, okay,
until
okay.
I talked to you about like what are your thoughts on what do you think?
Oh,
You see
okay.
what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. My bad. Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is more of a conversation of like, yo, do I move forward with her
Yeah. Do
or
you think this will work as far as if we do this kind of game plan with instead of remember we was talking she was talking about more so regular meal prep, regular event, doing events and doing that, right?
Mhm.
I was thinking more of a monthly subscription to where it was convenient meal prep. So they don't have to go shopping. They don't have to try to find healthy stuff. They don't have to, we'll she'll take care of all of that for busy business owners or workers that's making a certain amount.
Mhm. So is your question coming from a place of um hey man, like I this is something I think would work well and I could pursue trying this with her or like where like I guess like I'm what I'm wondering is like how can I help you by
Yeah,
answering?
yeah.
How can
So
I
so okay. So the question's coming more. Remember I said on the I know you get a lot of voice notes. On the voice notes, I was like, hey, Coach Sheik, I don't told you I don't care about the money. I can give it back. But I want to force my mind to try to think of a solution, right? You always tell us try to think of a solution.
yeah.
So my thing was let me put something together to see if I can talk to Coach Sheik about it, see if does he think this will work if we go this direction, or should I just leave it? That's what I'm saying.
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of what I thought, bro. So this is what I had mentioned, bro. What I mentioned to you was like these brands, the ones that you have on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I remember reading this, like HelloFresh and stuff.
Hello Fresh and yeah.
So
And I
that's
put in there like wherever they're weak at, like what we'll try to basically where they fall short at is where we're gonna, do something, do different.
so if I'm being realistic with her, bro, is like that's way harder to do than what we were talking about.
Got
Because
you.
yeah, so like the problem with like something like HelloFresh, bro, is like there's basically I don't know if I write on the screen, I don't know if you guys can see it. You can't see what I'm writing, yeah?
No, I can stop sharing mine real quick.
Okay. Um, so is that what the game plan was? Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was thinking is like meal prep for specific, like I said, hold on, let me go because I don't want to.
So her thing would be so her issue first of all is there's client acquisition and then there's service delivery, right? When it
Yeah.
comes to client acquisition, I'm gonna
How
be
much to
keeping
acquire?
yeah. The reality, bro, is this gonna cost like maybe like $200 or something like that to acquire somebody that's gonna spend I don't know what these companies charge like 150 a month. Do you know what they charge?
No, I don't know what they charge. Right, but so yeah.
Bruh. Uh, okay. So HelloFresh costs eight serving. Okay. So basically, the reality is somebody to be willing to pay, let's just say $100 a week, um,
Mm-hmm.
she's probably going to be spending like $200, like 200 to anywhere from 200 to 500 to acquire
To
customer.
acquire. Got you.
Gonna spend 95 a week, which is, let's just say that's 400 a week. But then her cost of goods
Yeah.
is gonna be so she's profiting, I don't know, like 150. So
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna spend, let's just say on the high end 400, she's gonna spend 400 in order to take home 150, which means 350, she's in the hole. Okay.
Got you.
And then what happens is during so she needs month two, so she makes another 150, month three, month four. So by like month four, she's profitable.
But it takes too long. So in order to
So
beat that, she would have to raise her price, but it wouldn't be worth it at that point.
So what I'm getting at is, first of all, it's going to take about 4 months. This is why you have like these big companies like Uber and just all these big companies, they raise capital venture. Okay, now it's going to make sense to you. Whenever you hear about people like raising seed money and stuff like that, what they're
Mm-hmm.
really talking about is the ad cost. They know that, hey, it's going to cost us, they know it's going to cost $200 to $500 to acquire a customer, and the business owner does not have that money. But they believe in the product so much that they know that at month 4 or 5, the business owner will break even and then they're going to be able to split the profits. That's why they fork over this money so that people can actually build a business like that. That's how business like Uber and all those big, big businesses work.
Got you.
based on, does that make sense, first of all?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So for her, it's like she is going to have to fork over quite a bit of money and she's going to have to be patient. And so now if we consider service delivery, I mean, HelloFresh is a crazy ass business. They have crazy operations. They have a lot of people. It's a lot very organized. They have a lot of things to choose from. That's why people just don't churn. If she launches, bro, people are not going to stay with her for months. Like I
Yeah.
can guarantee most people are going to churn within a month. They're not going to have enough things. So, anyways, and then when it comes to service delivery, right? So everything I just talked about is client acquisition. When it comes to service delivery, bro, like I mean, to really make a business like this, man, she needs to have like $10,000 of inventory already,
Mm-hmm.
products up on her website. Just if I'm being
Gotcha.
honest, like 5,000 maybe she can get away with. Um, so it's just like that's a very challenging thing for her. It would be very challenging for her to get started. And that's what I was saying in the voice note too. Like I kind of already saw this, and so I was using those words, but now you can hopefully visually see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the issue with client acquisition. It's a high cost, low profit, and she has to wait months, which means that her product has to be so good that people will stay. For me, for example, I bust my butt to make sure that people stay for the first 30 days, right? So it's like I have to make sure those first 30 days are good. So she has to make sure, not 30 days, bro. She has to make sure 4 months are good
Yeah.
for people to continue to pay, and then she makes her money back. Service delivery wise, she has to have quite a bit of food and all that stuff already ready because then people are going to order and she never knows what they're going to order. Um, can she do it the way she has and just like the moment an order comes in, she makes it on the fly? Sure. Anyway, this is a very difficult business to start.
Yeah.
What's much
For
easier,
somebody. Yeah. Okay. No, no,
what's
it makes it like I said, I just wanted to think of something, come to you about it and see what.
let's say, for example, on the other hand, let's say it costs her, I don't know, let's just say $300 to acquire one customer locally who wants like some wedding stuff, like a venue or whatever. So she spends $300, and then let's say they're willing to pay her 2K. And then out of the 2K, let's say 1.5K is food, and then 500 is her take home. Like that's what the reality is. That's what, again, that's one of the other reasons I'm like, I don't know about this because again, she's gonna spend 300. She's gonna have to charge like 2K for some kind of vending thing to make a bunch of food for them. 1.5K of that is gonna be the cost of food. Maybe 1,000. Maybe I'm being too aggressive. Maybe it's 1,000, but her profit would therefore be, you know, the profit would be it would be 2K minus 1.5K minus 300. There's not a whole lot of profit there. Now, another thing is
Right.
K minus 1K cost of goods minus 300. I think that leaves her with like 700 maybe. I don't know what the math is there, but it's just like I just that's why I look at somebody like her, and the way it would work is let's say it costs $300 and then she gets them to pay maybe 2K, and then she has a repeat customer and they spend maybe another 2K with her and then maybe another 2K with her. Now all of a sudden it makes sense, right? If it's reoccurring, something like that.
Right.
So for you, it's like you're fighting a battle on level X, like a level of difficult. Like it'd be really hard
Right.
to make like her
Right.
result. Not even a you thing. It's really hard to make the numbers work for somebody like her kind of business. It's
Gotcha.
not, it's not a good business, is what it
Got
is.
you. Got you.
What's going through your head?
Nothing. I think that's all let me see. Yeah, like I said, I just gonna get the onboarding ready or whatever. But like I said, I just want to run that past you. It wasn't it wasn't a set in stone thing or none of that. Just thinking, and because I don't know the CAC of it, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really know. Okay, is it 300 to 500 to be able to acquire? How much is it to acquire? Right, that's where you're a veteran at. So that's why I wanted to come and see. Like, hey, is it worth it? Is it not worth it?
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much it costs to acquire a customer that'll be worth.
And I'm guessing too, bro. Like straight
Yeah.
up guessing. If you do you want to go into ChatGPT? I know you and your AI, bro. If you want to type in real quick,
He's silly, bro. How don't
if you want to go and ask your best friend how much it would cost to acquire a customer for HelloFresh. Um,
let me
I
see.
Hello
You want to do
Fresh,
it?
HelloFresh, client acquisition cost. Um, So hello, high volume discount what customer fluctuates season industry professional estimate health slightly over $100 per customer. Okay, so that's not bad. Greek operates spending around $94 to acquire and pack initial box. Okay, so if their numbers are true, what we're learning here is what? Is that they're spending $100 to acquire a customer and then $94 to pack the initial box, which I think, what are they spending? They're charging like $100 per week.
Yeah.
So this profit is like nothing. And then week 2, week 3, week 4, and I don't know if I had to guess, let's just say $50 of that, $50 of that, $50 of that. So maybe they're making a profit the first month of 5, 10, 15, $150 maybe. I don't know. So that's just
Yeah.
based off what this is telling me. And so 150 is not a lot of profit. Multiply that by 12. And most people are not going to stay for 12 months. If I mean, I'm sure again we can do a
Mhm.
search, but the next search I would probably do is how long does the average person stay? Let's say the average person stays 3 months.
Uh,
That's $450 that they're making from a customer. I guess that's not bad.
yeah. Well, HelloFresh, you got cook the food too, right? Or did it come pre-cooked?
Maybe it's the one that you have to just microwave. I'm not sure.
I thought it was the one you had to cook. Maybe not though.
Um,
It's just produce, bro.
It's just produce.
Yeah,
uh,
you gotta cook. There are some that you might have to microwave yourself. It's usually not cooked, actually.
Meals, businesses. Okay, so then we need to be looking at a different kind of business then. Um, so what's factor. There we go. Factor cost per acquisition. Factor business cost per acquisition. Girl, yeah. What is the cost per, what is the cost per acquisition for factor? I don't know if I'm gonna get something. Yeah. What's another business?
What? I don't know another business. I'm not really big into that type of.
Common, popular meal prep companies. Cook Unity.
Factor
So,
75. Is that what you're talking about?
huh?
Is that what you're talking about? Factor 75 right there.com?
Factor. So this is the one I was trying because I know I've seen their ads recently. I think Cook Unity is a good. I think I'm Hello Home. So we were just looking at Hello Fresh, right?
Yeah, we was looking at Hello Fresh. That's what we looked at.
So let's try Cook Unity cost per acquisition. There we go. So remember that? I was telling
Yeah.
you it costs like around, I was thinking around, 200 to $500. So
And how
uh,
much do they? How much is their program?
how much do they charge?
Yeah, just curious.
Mm,
You can skip it all at the bottom too if you need to.
okay. Cool. Okay. Price per meal, 8 meals delivered. So they're charging. So okay, let's look at it. Sorry. So let's just say it costs $200 to acquire a customer.
Mm-hmm.
And then the average customer is spending, um, the average customer is spending $50 a week. So 50, 50, 50, 50. And then probably it's costing them, I mean, I'll be honest, bro, 50, it's probably costing them like 30, if not more. So it's $20 profit here, it's 20 bucks.
Some
So
prices they definitely lost money in the beginning, bro.
20 times 4 is 80. So it's
Yeah.
like basically you spend 200, you make back like, again, so it's like you gotta
Right.
wait like 2, 3 months to break even. So
Yeah.
again, this goes
Yeah.
back to the same type of business model where,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's
Okay,
it's
cool. So
so
there's really no field in this where you can make a lot of money using ads, or would
you
you have to be like a private chef or something like that?
so these companies do make a lot of money. but it's because they've got a bunch of ads that they've ran. And so here's the thing, these numbers do number. You just have to get past 3, 4 months. I don't know how
Yeah,
many months it is. Maybe it's 6 months, 8 months. And so they're just dumping money in. So they're dumping a shit ton of money in, they're losing money, and then they're making it
on
around
the
month
back
six.
end. Yeah.
If you consider me, literally same thing. I'm spending $160. I'm spending 130 to $160 to acquire a customer that spends an average of 130 with me. So let's just say 160 I spend 160, somebody spends 130 with me on average. I lose $30, but I make mine on the back end. It takes me a little
Yeah.
bit. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. So yeah, I feel like for me, if this what I was telling you is again, I don't even know if it's a thing, but let's just say it costs you $300 to acquire a wedding couple that's going to pay you 2K. I don't even know if that I'm not married, so I don't know how much it costs to get catering for a wedding, but let's just say it's 2K, and let's say her costs are 1,000, then she makes $700 from something like this. And so that's what I feel like that would be way easier for her to do. That's way easier for her to accomplish. That's way more attainable.
Yeah.
So in that case, what it would be is you would basically be running an ad where she's like in front of the camera. Hey, if you're a wedding couple and you need a vendor and da 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 da, here could be a pain. Here's what we do. Da da da. For the next 24 hours, we're looking, or for the month of July, we're doing a buy one get one. I don't know what it is. Click below and secures today, and then people opt in, and then she calls them and has conversation with them, and then she sells one out of like 100 leads. That's how things would work for her.
Is it worth it though?
To be honest, I feel like there's a better learning experience for you to do something else. I don't
Okay.
one, I think it's one, yeah. For you, I feel like you like, for example, a door glass guy, I think that would be a much better learning experience.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So, Jalen, Ryan, real life time, you guys are seeing somebody that Shirel closed, and it's a case where I'm like, hey, I don't know if it makes sense for you to work with them. And so, what I said to Shirel earlier was like, hey, if you want, you can, she already paid you half down. She's going to pay you the other half. Sell her a website, try to pivot the conversation, sell a website or sell something else that you want, or something else in order to help her out if you want, or just give her a refund because trying to set up ads on a phone is just going to be too challenging. It's not going to make sense for that business. And I'm just telling Charlotte, it's much better for you to close a different business if you want to learn the skill set of funnels, ads, and somebody who's got a little bit more business acumen. Um, Jalen, Ryan, do you have thoughts on that? Like what we're going over in terms
I
of like,
do.
yeah.
Would you recommend even getting that far where you're, processing the credit card when you already think that it's somebody that it would be difficult to set up the funnel and ads for?
Remember the rule, you must
I
close.
mean, yeah.
And so I know what you're going through your head, right? I know what's going through your head. So basically, so he has to do it because otherwise I can't teach him like where he's screwing up on the onboarding. So I have Cheryl, I have you guys go through everything, do the sales call, do the onboard, do everything. Now, and in your head, you're probably like, well, what about taking somebody's credit card information? So all you do is this: you basically, after Cheryl onboards, again, I told Cheryl what I do. And what I tell the guys to do, it's up to him what he wants to do. But in order to be ethical, all we do is we just reach out to them and shoot them a text. Say, shoot them a text. Hey, Jane, again, it's up to you. I'm just telling you what I'm telling you. You can tweak it to what works for you, Jalen, and your personality and what you feel okay with. But if I'm just being honest, it's like it's as simple as, hey, Jane, I'm going to be out of town because of this thing. It's keeping me a little bit busy. I don't feel right about holding on to your money because I can't get to you right now. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and refunded you. If I don't get in touch with you first, by the time I get back, you're welcome to reach back out to me, and then we can see where we can pick things up. So they've gotten their money back. It's ethically the right thing to do, but you have to learn that lesson. You have to like learn this stuff. So that's what I'm telling Cheryl to do if he decides he wants to move forward and refunding her and not trying to figure something out for her.
No, that's what I'm gonna refund it.
Yeah. Does that make sense, Jalen? But
Yeah.
there's so many skills on onboarding. And by the way, just so you know, Jalen and Ryan, both of you guys, I'm doing something different with onboarding. What I did with you guys, I have never done that. The onboarding that I have that I have done for years is the same thing I did with Shirel. I hop on a call and I do a proper onboarding. And I've done it like over 100 times. So you guys, I'm doing something a little bit different with. So that's why maybe you're like, oh, why do you have to move forward? And why is Koshik so like pushy about onboarding? It's because there's so many skills in onboarding. It is such an important skill. And down the road, you can automate it, but you have to get it right because in my experience, I've had cases where if you don't do the onboarding the right way, the client is shit, it's a terrible experience. You're pulling your hair out, they ask for a refund, they churn, all kinds of stuff. And you need to learn the skills to prevent things like that from happening. That's why I want you guys to go through it.
Got it.
Yeah. Good question though, Jalen.
Um,
Cheryl, you got something?
yeah, two things. Oh, I forgot what I was about to say. Oh, one, so one, can we go back to where you was talking about the onboarding? Um, like I know payment is one of the things that for sure I'm gonna talk about. That we talked about, and then do I need to talk about the mindset stuff? Do I need to talk about
So
or just
I'm gonna leave that up to you in terms of your discernment because you have that conversation with her.
yeah,
And that's why I was kind of saying in the voice note is like,
yeah,
I'm gonna kind of leave that up to you. I guess I can give you a few suggestions. Um, so this obviously doesn't apply to them. I mean, I guess it can if you're more of like a coach. I guess like some people like can go over this stuff or like, hey, focus on building skills and then as time progresses, you're gonna make more money. It depends on how you want to, again, it's like would that be applicable to her or not? Every niche is a little bit different. In this case, like if you wanted her, if you saw her as like, hey, she's somebody I got to coach and I got to have that relationship with her, then perhaps that's something you go over in the mindset section. That the reason I have this is because I have some people that hop in here and they're like, oh, I'm gonna be rich overnight, and I have this mindset in here because I knew I need to ground people and make sure that they focus on just learning, and then the money will come, and they can't just focus on like just the money. That's specifically why I didn't just make this up. Also, just so you know, when it comes to these onboardings, I basically work with somebody, I go through 3 months, and then I revamp my onboarding based off of what I learned from them. So these are not random things. These are things that I've come to know to be that I need to be here for my business in particular.
yeah,
So it's like you gotta and so right now you don't know what you don't know, right? But as time progresses, bro, and especially in one niche, it's hard to figure this out until you're in a niche. But if you keep working with, like, for example, I don't know, portrait photographers, there's probably some mindset thing that you need to get across them because all the portrait photographers think like this. And you need
keep
to think
thinking that, yeah,
exactly. So it's like people that come into my program, they come in because they want to make more money, but I gotta ground them. So that's why this is here. Um,
gotcha. So
this
I
one
guess,
here, yeah. So you
oh,
got to
my
figure out. Go ahead. No, no, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so I guess my main thing is more money. Talk about more of nurturing the leads, like taking out, like once you get them in, stay on it, basically.
Sure,
Uh,
I agree with that one.
and then communication. That's what I'm guessing.
I like that one. So if it were me and I guess you get rid of this one. Again, take this with a grain of salt. If you want to do it, you do it, but just make sure it makes sense. Like what I'm getting at is like I had like for example Ronnie. Ronnie was remember Ronnie, you were doing something like he was talking about like, hey, you must do Monday, Wednesday, Friday check-ins, and he didn't even have a coaching call at the time, so it just didn't make sense. So he was
Yeah.
going over it just to go over it because I had it, but it wasn't applicable to him. And that's my big thing too. Is like I want you to think critically about this. That's the
Yeah,
lesson. You got to think critically about your particular case.
yeah,
So, like, oh, I think this is the one. Like, the more you show up, the more you win. So Ronnie was going over that, but he wasn't actually doing coaching calls, so this wasn't applicable to him.
yeah,
Um, I think this one makes sense. But again, it only makes sense if you're actually going to do this. If you're not going to do this, then don't do it or tweak up the wording. This might not make sense for you. This may or may not make sense for you. Um, you know, this may not make sense for you. This probably doesn't make sense for you. This obviously is like this is very specific to me, so it doesn't make sense to you. Like 8 and 9, this wouldn't apply to you. This might apply to you, which is like, hey, like it costs me money to spend it costs me money for my cell phone and subscriptions, but I make more money with them than without them. So understand that you're going to be paying me more in the future, but I'm going to be making you way more money than you're paying me. So, this is something I have as well. So you have to kind of use your own discernment, bro.
okay,
Once you niche down, I promise it gets a lot easier. Once you like this gets
yeah,
better. It's one of those things, how I said, like, hey, you got to get the rep in for me to coach you. You got to get the rep in with the client for you to get better at this. Every single client, you'll get better at this. If I come into the communication section, this part I think is important so you can tweak it based off yourself. So again, value drops you won't have, wins you won't have, but you can like,
Slack is my main thing. I believe.
yeah. So I think, yeah. So maybe during the Slack section, you can kind of, um, you can kind of talk about how you want them to communicate with you.
Yeah.
Um, Loom, I don't know that that's going to be applicable to you because they're not really doing, I mean, you know, I guess, if you were doing an instant form with somebody and they were, doing discovery and sales calls, I guess you could have them, use Loom. I think with Go High Level, I could be wrong here, but I think with Go High Level, whenever somebody does call, you guys probably know this better than I do. If you guys do call, I think it automatically records, but I'm not sure. Do you know that by any chance? No, I don't know. I heard somebody
I,
say
u-
that it
I
automatically.
usually always record mine anyway. So
Yeah. So let's say you wanted to coach somebody, you probably do something like this. This probably isn't applicable to you because you're probably not going to hop on Zoom calls with her. You're probably not going to use Trello. You probably don't, you don't have a group. You don't have this stuff. So it's like, again, you have to kind of use your own discernment.
yeah.
Um, and then this part is probably important, like setting the tone of how to get people to talk to you. This is probably important to you.
Mhm.
This stuff probably is not applicable at all. Unless you want to have something like this where so you kind of like practice like, hey, like I'm gonna get client to focus on this week one, two, three, four. I don't know. The expectation section, I guess, again, you kind of assess my energy where I'm just like, you kind of have to use your own discernment. I can't give you an answer. There's not necessarily a right or wrong. Here's what I'll say. There's not a right or wrong answer other than if you do something just to do it and you're following me without thinking about it, that is the
Right.
wrong thing.
Okay.
But if you critically think about it and you're like, hey, I think this could make sense, that is the right answer. Make sense,
Okay.
bro?
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I like what you said about the refund and chargebacks though, what you use right there. That was
Yeah.
really good. Do I need to give them my Go High Level affiliate link?
That would be if you're building something out for her and go high level.
Oh, I'm not, because I'm gonna be refunding her. So
Yeah. But I would say that the way I do it, maybe there's something to think about. It's like, okay, how did Koshik get me to use his link and whatever? So it's like, okay, well, can I engineer that and do that with people in the future? Because again, that will add up for you. I do think so.
okay. Do I really do I need to send her that page then?
Which one?
Onboarding page that has Facebook ads and
I think you should still do it because, like, for example, Ronnie, he like a lot of people run into issues where they're trying to get access to somebody's Go High Level and their ad account, and again, that is a whole thing. So I
yeah, I'm
would
just
try
saying
so that you
I
can
just didn't want her
experience
to
it.
go through the whole thing of doing all of that and then I'm not gonna be working with her.
But I
So
think what's going to happen, bro, is like it is really important. Actually, that is really important because
mm-hmm.
I think what will happen is it'll teach you like what happens. Because okay, worst thing is you have a big fish client, right? You got a big fish, they're paying you $1,500. They think that, you are like hot shit. And then you try to get them access to Facebook and there's some kind of issue verification. And then you're going back, you look like an amateur. And then they drop you or some weird shit happens. Like that's the worst thing. So it's like, I don't want you to deal with that. I'd rather you deal with it like a situation like with her in the event that there's issues. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
so still just get her to do it just to get the practice in, even if I'm not gonna wait till she finishes that and then do the refund.
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Okay, is there
promise.
a video that I need to send her because there were no links under there? I don't think.
Um,
You're supposed to do a resource link, but there's no resource link under there. In the video, it was though.
which page? So basically what you're gonna
I can
do.
show you.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's my? Hold on. I'm gonna go hello world. Um, access to assets. There's supposed to be links
So,
under
so
there. No links.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Scroll up. So you want to make sure you change that email to yours. Yeah.
This one.
Yep. Because
Okay.
they need an email. So you know how, for example, the other day, this is literally what you did with me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you need to swap out for your email to get access to her stuff.
I changed it. Okay. Uh,
Um, and then I don't know that there's supposed to be a link below. Maybe the link was like
it was
to
said
go.
it was on the video when I clicked on the onboarding video for to watch you do it. It was a link right here because it was like it gave them resources to be able to know how to if they don't have a business account, how to create their business account. If they don't know how. You
Are you
know,
talking about the link that I sent you personally the other day to for you to give me access to your
nah,
Facebook?
in the course, it had resources. In the course, it had resources right here, and there was a link.
Can you hover over that real quick? Do
Over what?
you see how your mouse is changing? Like down a little bit, and then click. No, down. Click.
Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. Can you play the video? Which video are you talking about that said there would be links and resources?
All right.
The actual you teaching us.
Hmm.
This quick video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to provide you directions to give us the access that we need to go out there and actually
I
crush it.
think I remember what you're talking about. It's been years since I recorded this. I think what it is what I did is I had links that showed them, oh, here's how to go to Facebook, um, to get the stuff set up. So what you can do, bro, is I don't even remember like what that link is, but like maybe you do a quick Google search and just find out and then insert it in down here below. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, okay, what do I need to have? So, going from personal to a business account.
No, no, no. Right there. Right there. It says resource. Click here to learn how to create a business manager. I think that's the link you're referring to. Yeah, I think this is it.
If you want to be able to create custom audiences, have different team members manage different parts of
Yeah, this was it, bro.
This it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I just put it above the video instead of below it.
So does she need to create this?
No, no, no. This is in the event that she doesn't, in the event that something is like she doesn't have a business manager or something, then this will walk her through everything that she needs. But she's probably going to be fine. Like there's a 99% chance she's going to be just fine.
Okay, so the thing I need to have in there is how to bring it from a personal to a business account, right?
No, no.
No?
If you go back to your onboarding page or go back to that page, um, so yeah, she's gonna watch the first video. She's gonna
Mhm.
scroll down, and then contract. There's not gonna be a contract. And keep going, and then she's going to provide you with access to her Facebook, and that's going to be fine. And then you scroll down, and then tell her about, and then she's going to submit that, and then boom, you're good. In terms of like convert, like if she has a personal Facebook page, or if you're, I think what you're saying is she has a personal Instagram, she has to convert to a business one, right? Don't worry about that. Like that's not that big of a deal. Like
Okay,
that's
that's
like
what I was asking about when I was like, does she still need to go through all of that, like creating a business
I
account?
see, I see.
Yeah.
So in terms of like converting her personal Instagram to a business one, like I think it's not that hard. I think it's like I forget what it is, but it's
No, it's not that hard. But what about the Facebook? Don't she need to have a business Facebook so she can run it as or we would run it on our end?
so basically I don't think there's anything that she would need to create. I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't think she
Okay.
would. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I don't think so. And like to be honest, yeah, just keep me posted with what happens. And in the event that she does need to, that's what I'm trying to get at with you. The reason I want you to do the onboarding is
Learn.
let's see what happens if
Okay.
in this unique case. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay,
And,
got you.
and if it's like too troublesome, then we're just gonna be like, screw it, and then we're gonna initiate the refund
Figure it
policy.
out later. Okay, that's cool.
But this is the main thing. I just want you to hop on that. Main thing is I want you to hop on that call, have a conversation with her, get her to respect you, get her in a place where you can lead and be a leader and get her to fill this out, get access to her stuff. That's it. And then boom, you've learned a majority of what I want you to learn.
got you. And then I think that was it for that. I think my only question I had was when I do niche down, do you think there's a specific one I need to do? Like what you feel like it'll fit me well? You,
Oh, a niche for
mm.
you? Um, I mean, what are you feeling?
I'm open, bro. You know how I am, bro. I'm an open book, and what do you think? Like, what do you think?
The only thing that jumps out at me right now is you mentioned a personal trainer because of your cousin.
Yeah,
So let's say, for example, you know, it's up to you how you want to do it, but let's just say I feel like you need more time here and
that's
closing
cool.
more
Yeah, that's
deals.
cool.
But let's just say you have the ability to continue to do what we're doing here, and then you start working with your cousin a little bit, and you have the time and energy to help him. And let's say you're like, yo, my cousin's actually making money. Like it's actually working for him. And then maybe you're like, you know what? Actually, I want to go into that niche. And then and then maybe it's worth going into that niche.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
But
guess
I
we'll
think,
talk later on how it works and stuff like that. That's cool.
yeah, I think it's, there's, everybody's a little bit different. I
Hmm.
think with niching, bro, if I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, bro, is you have high intent. Like you have huge drive, bro. You have huge drive, and I love that. But what I will say is that in terms of like business acumen and getting reps in, like I think you need to get more reps in. So like if I get somebody niche down, like niching is not easy, bro. Like it is not
Right.
easy. And it's like if it's that's like me kind of throwing you into like the like not a 10-foot pool, like I'm throwing you into the ocean, bro. And
Yeah,
so
got
it's
you.
it's you know what I mean? It's like I would much rather you learn to swim in the 5 foot, the 6 foot, and then by the time you get there, it'll be you won't drown is what I'm getting at. Versus right
I got
now,
you.
if I throw you in there, you might get a little bit overwhelmed and stressed.
Yeah, I got you. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's
But I
it for
feel
me,
good.
bro.
I feel good about like my core thing was like sales and communication. Like if you can sell, bro, like this, the whole game is easy, bro. It's not
Yeah,
that hard. It's not that hard.
yeah,
So I feel good about everything. I think what I want, so it's like I know, so remember there's sales and then there's service delivery. So it's like with you, all right, we're good with sales. Like you have the skill belt. And when it comes to service delivery, yeah, you built your own funnel, you built your own ads, you did all, but the thing is you haven't actually like helped somebody yet. So you
yeah,
need more.
yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Once you have
Yeah,
experience here, it's like, okay, you've done client acquisition, you built your own funnel, and you help somebody a little bit. Now it's like you're more of a well-rounded person. It's
yeah,
still lacking. You haven't experienced it yet.
absolutely. No, I agree. I agree.
Yep,
That's
yep,
cool. That's cool then.
yep, yep. But think I would say if you want to take some time to think about it, like do your own research. Like take your time, go on YouTube, see what other agencies are doing, see if you can find, you know, the big thing I'll tell you is this is like if you cannot get results for your clients, I cannot save you. There's nothing I can do. The reason that Cam and Aman work so well is Cam in a way got lucky, bro. Is what I told him is like, hey, go see what's happening in Ads Manager, see what people are running for Duck Kingdom business owners. And he was like, I don't know how to get people results. I was like, just try that. Try that. He did that and it just worked. And his clients get fantastic. And so like at first he didn't know what the hell he was doing. And now after they've got 30, 40 clients, they've refined the system. Plus Amon's really good at getting people results. So now they're good there. And so their agency will never die. But the thing is like if you come to me and you're like, hey, I want to do personal trainers, but if you don't know how to get personal trainer results, I cannot save you.
Right,
That's kind of like the
exactly.
same thing as like the Cook Unity and all these businesses where they
Yeah,
acquire a customer, but if the customer doesn't pay them or stay with them, like they lose money.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
People churn and stuff like that.
Return and stuff. A lot of this business, bro, is like you're spending $1,000, $1,500 to acquire a customer. And if you're spending $1,000, $1,500 to acquire a customer, and you're charging them 750 at 1,000, bro, you got to make sure that they stay for at least 2, 3 months.
Yeah.
And so if you can't get people results, they're not staying, and then you lose your money.
And I
So
guess what do you
that's the big thing. That's the big thing.
so I guess just studying is where you learn that at, like what is working or
I think the truth is it's you trying to get results for like 3, 4 people and falling on your face, and with each person you're gonna get a little bit better. Plus, you're keeping your nose out and your eyes peeled and seeing what other agencies are doing, and you're having conversation with agency owners. Like, I think it's a combination of all that stuff.
okay.
Yeah, it takes time. It just takes time.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You'll see it. I promise you, you'll see it. As you like the very first client you work with and you try to set up ads and everything, like you'll start seeing it.
Got you.
It's kind of one of those things where it's like you don't know what to look for until you start the process. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. Like once you start doing it, you're like, oh, I know what I need to be looking out for.
Yeah. Kind of like how Ronnie was saying last week, learning experience of one of his customers is actually making money now and you know, doing that. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Other thoughts, bro? Other questions, comments,
no, I'm
concerns?
good, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yep. Okay. What else we got going on, guys? Rivier, are you here? Oh, he's not here. Um, Adisha, what's going? So, guys, what's left today is I'm going to see what's going on with Adisha, and then with Ronnie, I am going to be looking at his scripts for his niche funnel. So that might be cool for you guys to kind of check out and see kind of where we're at with that. And that'll probably be a wrap for today. Adisha, what's going on, man?
Hi.
Koshik, hi. Yeah, I'm good. I think I probably tanked. Yeah, I'm tanked. I have to like turn my ads back on.
Okay.
I'm just preparing financially for that, you know. So that's why I've not done it. I know what I should do
Mhm.
to get busy again and to put the reps back on, but I just want to be prepared for that because I'm currently moving.
Okay.
I'm moving house. So yeah, I just want to let everything be balanced before I turn back the ads. Yeah, and I practiced with Sherelle,
Mhm.
and yeah, it was nice. I gave him a real tough time,
Mhm.
but he was able to wiggle through around it, and from the way he was able to wiggle around it, I combined all of the shit that I have faced from from sales call,
Mhm.
and I gave him combined on that call alone, and he was able to wiggle through. I learned a lot from the way he was stubborn. He wasn't letting me go. At some point, I was like, "Yo, I'm never giving you my money," and he was like, "Oh, why?" So there I discovered my problem. I was like, "Oh, yeah, probably if I'm a little bit more persistent with the way this guy is,
Mhm.
maybe, just maybe, so it was nice. And after the call, I told him straight. I was like, yo, bro, because he told me he had a call. So
Mhm.
we had to go anyways. We had to break character. So I told him, you see, if you keep up this energy we had together on this call, I feel like you're gonna close. And some hours later, he texted me like, yo, I just closed. I was like, yeah, I fucking knew it. And I'm so happy for him. Yeah. So
Good. Yeah, persistence, man. I think with you, you had a few, again, I haven't seen your call, so I don't know for sure, but you had a few which was like, hey, sounds good, shoot me an email and blah, blah, blah. And I told you, I was like, no, no, you have to be persistent on the sales call. Uh,
yeah.
and so hopefully you see
Yeah.
with them.
I feel like if I was as stubborn as Cheryl was on the call with me,
Mhm.
maybe I would have closed like three.
Yeah.
Because I discovered right there that I'm quick to let go. I'm quick to see, man, because my mentality is that if I am shooting a video for you, I'm already charging you way past what I'm charging you to pay for shooting you a free video and doing all this marketing things for you, and you still will not pay that. Like I'm quick to get irritated at that and just like, you know what, if you don't see value in this, then off you go anyways.
Mhm.
I think the only place I kind of put so much effort in is to letting them see the value.
Mhm.
I'm not like very, very thorough with, you must put money down right now, which
Mhm.
Shari was very good at. I mean, it was so stubborn. Like at some point, I was like, "Oh, this is a principle for me to not put money down." You just told me about this. I have to like think about it before I do it. So it was like, "Oh, so are you saying you're broke enough not to pay?" I was like, "Oh, that's not what I said." So he just kept on poking me. And if that was a real call, I would have put down the money because he wasn't letting me go.
Mhm.
Even at some point where I felt like I ran out of things to say. So you see him say, and he's gonna come out with something else again. I'm like, yo, this guy is stubborn.
Yeah.
And that's what I need to do when it comes to the payment part, because I'm always trying to avoid being salesy, put money down now, 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 now. Because I feel like, okay, what I'm doing it's authentic enough. I shouldn't have to, it's, sorry, valuable enough. I shouldn't have to
Yeah.
make you, decide on something that
I get
will, benefit you this way. have to stand on your neck to, benefit or something. Well,
People,
you get what I'm trying to say. So yeah, I
people,
guess.
like I can sit here and I can be stressed out and anxious, but like the truth is just like it doesn't matter how good I think I am. No, I also know that people will not know how good it is until I get them in. So I have to
Mm,
sell the shit out of people for it to change their life. It's my job. It's my responsibility. It's like if I care about you and I want to change your life, I'm going to sell the shit out of you to change your life. But I got to get you in. And I get your
mm,
mentality. And I think that's the traditional. The thing is, you're still thinking like a videographer, which the videographer is like, hey, you've seen my work. You've seen everything. Like, okay, if you don't fuck with it, well, then buy. And it's just the wrong mentality in this game. You
mm,
have to sell them for themselves. And the second thing I will say is this is I'm glad that you picked that up on Shar. Now, I don't know what Shirel said. I don't know if he said the right things. So I will say that I don't know. But the thing that you did take away is the aggression. And that's the thing I noticed with you because again, you had all these soft closes, which I told you like, you can't have soft closes here.
Cole
Um,
Gordon is what I did. I just did Cole Gordon
you
stuff.
just Cole Gordon's, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I just did Cole. He was like, yeah, I just want to think about it. I don't like making purchasing decisions. That's like, okay, no, I appreciate that. Usually when I hear that is there something that you're uncertain about, and just kept going back, and that's
Yeah.
what basically what I did.
Yeah. So I figure that's what you did.
Yeah.
I just don't know what I was getting at with AD and just I say this respectfully is I don't know your execution of it. I don't know how well it was. So it's like if he and I'm just being respectful, if you said it and you didn't execute the right way, and if he thinks in his mind, oh, this is how you do it, and then he's gonna learn wrong, is what I'm getting at.
No, no, absolutely, absolutely.
But like definitely like AD, what I am saying for sure is like his ability to keep pushing you. I think that's what you need to work on. You're too timid. You don't do the cash down, all that stuff, and so I'm glad you learned that. Um,
mm.
but yeah, really quick, like so you said you you know that you need to turn your ads on, but you're in the transitionary period moving. I guess when are you moving to a new place, or when did you plan on launching the ads again?
Um, I just want the probably 26th.
26th.
I probably turn the ads back on the 26th.
So
Yeah.
I'll give you something to do. So why don't you do this between now and the 26th? Because I don't want you just waiting around, okay? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so you probably remember this. And so I'm gonna try something with you. Um, that I think we can do in the meantime. I typically don't do this, but with you, I think based off of what I've seen from you, I think that this is kind of more your style, like talking to people in person, because that's what you said. Like the other day, you're like, "Oh, I talked to this business owner," and then she got super hyped up and she wanted to have a conversation. It's like you're good at that. So
Yeah.
remember the case studies? Remember this? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so for example, if you have a dentist, you can come in here and then this just shows you exactly what you need to do and then you launch. So one thing that and again, the great thing about this stuff is that we can go in there and we can make an offer and say, hey, look, I'm gonna just set this stuff up for you for free. I'm gonna launch for you for free. And not even the ads. Basically, what I'm talking about is like I don't know if you remember this. Um, these two. So section 6D and section 6E, if you want to write those down.
Okay.
Section 6D, 6E. So basically, one thing that we're doing is we're basically taking a customer base and we're sending it out an offer to them and then just reactivating them. So a business owner, they might have, let's say 500 customers. We send an email and a text to all of them. And then let's say 30 of those people, they take up an offer. We basically make the client money and they haven't spent any money ads. And so you can do that stuff here.
Okay.
So, and so you don't have to say like, hey, I want this amount of money. You can just say, hey, this is how much we charge. Let me make you the money, and then you can pay.
Okay.
So you have this stuff here, and then also you have the database. So you have tattoos, you have boudoir, you have all these different things. Now, one thing that I think you should consider doing, and again, this is a little bit different. I don't typically recommend this, but for you, because you got 7 days, consider just door knocking, going from business to business, man. Like starting
Mm,
conversations, like whatever you did just organically, pick like one. If I were you, pick like one niche. So you might want to come in here, like for example, tattoos would be like a good one, or dentist would be a good one. And just do a quick Google search and find out all the businesses in your location that do
mm,
that and carve out like a solid like 3 hours, man. Just travel like 8 hours and just travel and go to every single one and plant a seed. And you might close a deal within a week.
mm.
Does that
Okay.
make sense? Because
Yeah.
if you have 7 days and you got nothing to do, you might as well do that if you're not going to
Okay.
be launching ads in the next 7 days.
Yeah. No problem.
Does that make sense? I would suggest it's what I would do if I were you. I'm not saying to do it or not to do it. I would do that if I were you. I would give it a shot
Okay.
because I think also just your style of selling and who you are, like that could work really well for you. For me, that is what I used to do. I used to go, that's how I started, is I would take my red, that red, I would take that and I would go into locations, I would sit it down, and I would have conversations.
Mm,
That's how I approach people. That's the way I did on my sales call. For sales meetings, I literally would take my camera, then I would sit it down.
mm, mm.
So that's
Oh,
something you might want to consider doing.
yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I'll try
What's
that.
going through your head?
I mean, I'm having ideas, but I just wanna I wanna do this first. I wanna convince myself that I can, actually do this, close sales and actually, go through with the whole program. I wanna learn, like I promised myself that I was gonna do this. Like I said, I feel like this has already, the whole program has already, enlightened me. I already have big ideas on how this, will improve my value and things I offer to people and all. So yeah, I'm glad with that. So
I'm not, but if you're saying like you want to keep doing the ads for yourself, I'm not saying not to do that. I'm not saying not to do. I'm saying to do that. Keep doing that. But you told me that you can't turn on your ads for a week. And so what I'm saying is
yeah,
in
yeah.
this week, have some fun with this is what I'm saying. Try it, have some
Mm,
fun. And then once you get back and you can turn on your ads, then turn on your ads.
okay, okay,
That's
I'll
what
do that.
so I'm not saying
Yeah,
not to do ads. I'm saying to do ads. Just
all
throw some
right.
stuff in here if you're free.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Questions, comments, concerns, thoughts?
That's everything for me. I
Okay,
think I'm good.
cool.
Yeah.
Um, all right. I think Mr. Riviera, you're next. You there, Mr. Riviera? There he is.
Bushik,
What's going on?
everyone. Nothing much. Yeah, nothing much, too much to update. I just, yeah, I heard your kind of revisions and stuff. In terms of the color, just making it cohesive and all that stuff. So I just
Yeah.
need to, yeah, just refine it a little bit.
Okay, cool.
But nothing too much to update from me other than, yeah, I agree with the plan of like the sequencing of which ones to knock out first, so we can just get to launching.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else top of mind or questions, comments, concerns, any bounce ideas, anything?
I mean, I kind of have an understanding of the edits, but is there any other videos after I complete kind of this section that you'll need me to create? Or is it just like the landing page videos and
Like, are you talking about like highly edited? Are you saying like, hey, if something highly edited, like, can I reference it? Is that what you're getting at, or
like course material? Am I gonna have to create any of the module stuff?
in terms of course material, I would create the follower funnel stuff. Like,
Gotcha.
I would have a module on that. I would have a module like where you explain. So again, you can study the guide that I gave you, and then you can study my stuff, and then just create your own registry. I'm gonna leave it up to you to make it better.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, yeah, I have the framework, so I'll just take from that and kind of do my kind of idea of what I think is in digestible as possible.
Yeah. Just do your best. I think most likely what we're gonna do, Riviera, is I'm battling with going back and forth with what we're gonna do, but I think we can honestly just, for the first batch of guys, if you don't have the course material created, if you're not comfortable in it, if you're not confident in it, um, and maybe what you should do, to be honest, and again, we did this with weddings and portraits and everything, is like you should probably run it for yourself a little bit, so that you experience it, so that you can coach people on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. I was like, it'd be interesting for me just to see the day to day of what that would look like at like 20 or 30 bucks a day, you know?
Yeah. So I do think that probably would be worthwhile. I don't know if it makes sense for you to shoot content and do the whole thing, and I don't know because it's like that's a that's a bit much. You have to create the content, you have to make sure your Instagram is flush with content. Um, so I don't know if it makes sense to do that or find somebody or have just, screen record somebody else's ad and just test. I don't know what the efficient thing
Mm.
is. for you. Um, but here's the thing is like I think we can just get people in and we're doing the same thing or just get people to launch the 6 figure 6 weeks, like,
Yeah.
initially just as the initial thing.
Yeah, just to get him in.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm good with that. I probably know that better than the other stuff, but yeah, it's for sure a longer journey to do the other thing, but um maybe that's something I could do more on the back end so we can just do
Yeah.
that stuff. So yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah. Because I've seen some follower funnel stuff and it's just like it seems pretty doable, but yeah, for the sake of time, I think it just makes sense to go with the thing that we kind of know how to run better.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like with the 6 figure 6 weeks, I was telling Jacob this is like we could literally do the exact same thing that, Jalen and Ryan and, Charlotte are doing, and all they do is they swap out the offer, which is like, hey, in terms of working together, it's $7,000. It's like that's it. You just swap out the offer, but everything else kind of stays the same. I don't know why that would. I don't. I think that could potentially work.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense? So like
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
follower funnel, I mean, think about it. All they're doing is it's an ad to get a follower. They shoot them a DM, do a discovery call, push the discovery to a sales call, and they sell the offer. Um, it's like I have a way to get people on a sales call, and then by the time they get to the sales call, they're not even thinking about the free video anymore. So it's like I got people at the same place that they're getting people. But then, I got them on a sales call. It's just we pitch a different offer instead of the one that I've been teaching the guys to pitch. And,
yeah,
does that make sense?
yeah, yeah, it does.
And I think the reason the follower fund, I think the reason it works so well is because of that offer. Is like it's $7,000 for 3 months and it's a done with you thing. That's why I think it works as well as it works for the ones that are able to make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jalen,
Okay.
when you were doing the follower funnel, like what offer were you making on the sale? Like what offer were you taught to make on the sales call? Do you remember?
Um, Mostly do like 6 video ads a month. And you're setting them up and running them for them.
I see. Okay, yeah. So different people have taught the follower funnel different ways. Um, and so there you go, Revere. Some of the guys are telling people to do that offer, 6 pieces of content or whatever. But the one I've seen the most scalable is 7K done with you offer. So there you go. It's like it's literally the same thing. They're swapping off the offer. Does that make sense, Revere? So it's like they're all running the follower ads, they're all shooting the DMs, they're all doing discovery call, they're all doing a sales call, and then the offer that Jalen was taught is that versus the offer that that guy teaches is the 7,000 versus this is the free video. So it's like we just swap it out. And so
Yeah.
then if we swap it out, um, there is no follower ads, there is no follower funnel. Just keep everything else the same and just swap out the offer. So anyway, those are just like some things that are brewing in my head. Do you have thoughts on that?
Um, no, I kind of agree. I think, yeah, it's just making sure that I guess whatever I have on my top of funnel is cohesive, but of course, we can always change things out. But yeah, we're just trying to think of the continuity of everything
Yeah.
and just
Like
making sure, yeah,
for the 30K view, the 30K profit video, it's just step one is, run an ad, run an Instagram ad to your local area. Step two is, collect name, email, phone number. Here's the funnel. By the way, I'll send you a link to it. Step three is DM, uh, push each DM into a discovery call. Step three, push the discovery call to a sales call. Step four, sell them a done with you offer where you go out there and create the ads and give it to them and then help them get their ads launched and set up. Something like that. I don't know if you have to watch
and,
something like that.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know. You already shot it, so you already know what script to use. So
yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. So, um, But yeah, if that video looks fine, I don't know if you commented on if you need me to kind of mention you, but
Which one? This one?
for
Or
this one, because I remember
From
we
entire
talked
pink line.
if it was for this one or not.
no, the one that we were talking about was the onboarding page
Oh, okay, the onboarding page.
or the order confirmation page. You know what I'm talking about?
Order confirmation, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the only one that I think you need to mention me, but these ads and everything you don't need to mention me. Yep. What else, man?
No, that's pretty much it. I'll get to kind of refining it, and yeah, I think the next video should be a lot faster because I was just making new effects and like things out of scratch. So I'll be able to templatize a lot of this now and just repackage it and repurpose it. So
Sweet. Oh my
pretty
goodness.
much it.
Okay. Okay, cool. So nothing else going once, going twice.
Good.
Okay. All right, guys, I will be right back, and then Ronnie, I'm gonna help you with your scripts, and that should be everything for today.
Rivera, what's going on with your brother? You doing all right, man?
Doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, man. I ain't get to say what's up to you, man. I had to make sure I speak to you, brother.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm doing
How's everything been?
everything's good, man. I can't complain one bit. Still learning, man. That's good to me. As long as I'm learning and getting uncomfortable, that's all I care about.
Right. It's like if you're not uncomfortable, you're not growing kind of thing, I feel like.
Exactly, exactly. I gotta be growing. Got to.
Yeah, when I feel comfortable, I'm like something's wrong.
Yeah, something's wrong.
Something-
Come on, coach. You gotta have a meeting, man. Something's going. Nah, absolutely. I'm the same way, man. So yeah, for sure, man. But I'm glad you're doing good, man. That's a blessing, brother.
Yeah, man, good to have everyone here. And yeah, I wish I could have gone to the call earlier, hear where you guys are all at, but yeah, I'm
Heck yeah.
just
No, I'm just in the process of he gonna keep me on the 6 week funnel. We're gonna keep look, you know what I'm saying, closing deals and stuff like that, get more practice in, then niche down after that. But just to get, more onboarded and just get the practice in and stuff. So
cool, man. Yo, Ronnie,
What's up, Daniel? How are you, bro?
doing well yourself?
Man, I'm doing good, man. We woke up today, right? But yeah, just talking to Coach Sheik. He's helping me with the scripts and all that because I'm about to relaunch. So no more generic image for the leads. So hopefully, like, this is my first time like creating like VSLs for the ads, like having a video ad. So I'm really excited to do this.
Nice. You still
yes,
rocking?
sir.
Oh, it's the mini stuff, but
Yeah, bro.
you have some new ads for them?
That's what we're working on right now. He's helping me out
Okay,
with that.
okay. So no more
What's up with
generic.
you, man? What's new?
Nothing much. I'm just here launching kind of yeah, I'm be launching pretty much a program here, so
Oh,
hopefully
dope, dope.
get that launched within the end of the week. And yeah, just been building, man. Building a lot of stuff. So kind of slow down the sales side, but yeah, pretty much gonna kickstart that again. And yeah, the people I still have on the minis is two clients, funny
Yeah.
enough. And they're still rocking with it.
Yeah, bro.
Uh,
I'm the same. I got like one guy that's been rocking with me since like March.
oh wow.
Yeah, like most of the guys they drop
It
off.
still gets
Yeah.
leads.
You said what?
Still gets leads for him.
Wait, what?
It still gets leads for him, like the
Yeah.
minis.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Well,
sick, dude.
he's doing he's so what I was doing was I was getting people in through the minis or whatever, but then like I tried to offer them like the wedding
Right.
route, and he's been like going through like the wedding route.
Oh, solid. So you're running wedding ads.
Yeah, yeah.
I recently launched that again for Wendy, and when I launched it, um, yeah, I relaunched it. It got her a lot of leads. Like it took like a couple days, and then it started working, and then now she's getting like inquiries. But we've only gotten one call so far, so um, maybe there's something to crack there. But are you still running straight to IGDMs or Messenger?
No, I'm doing the instant format ads for them.
Oh wow, for weddings. Yeah, I
Yeah.
haven't tried that yet. Maybe I give that a shot. It's working?
Yeah, so what I was doing was when they opt in, I'll have an automated message go to them, and then I try to really get as much engagement as possible. So what we're doing is we're asking them open-ended questions. And we noticed that like the people who are serious, we usually get good engagement from them, but it's definitely better than like the messenger and the DM ads. I was just getting too many bots with that.
Nice. Yeah, we haven't had bots, but we definitely get people who just stop messaging. So
Yeah.
maybe give it a shot. Yeah, because I just recently got a message from Tim, or no, Wendy got a message from Tim. He's like, "Are you doing weddings?" So I'm curious, like, you
Yeah.
might want to look into that fold. So, um, yeah, we'll see how it goes, but
Yeah.
I'll definitely try that, the instant form. Thanks.
Yeah, the instant form. Like what I've noticed is that like with the instant form, what I'm doing is I'm not doing like the A B C D where they pick a answer. What I'm doing is like basically the short frame answer. So they basically take their time to like answer those, and I think that's like helping with the lead quality.
Oh, solid, dude. Yeah, I think somebody's wedding is like the most important day of their life. So I feel like the right people would opt into like they want to share their story. They want to share all the little ins and outs because they want to get the right person for like helping them, right?
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, that's maybe something that IGDMs is a little too easy for them to message and just I find people not too committed and very like, oh, it's just a little wedding, it's just a little thing with three locations, nothing big, So,
Yeah.
so maybe this would help a little bit. So,
Yeah.
I'll have to tell Wendy about this.
Yeah, I think the instant form with the open with the short form questions, I think that's really helping weed out the unqualified leads from what I'm noticing.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yep.
Yeah, and Revere, it seems like kind of what we were talking about, the bottleneck of like basically Ronnie. So I heard you guys like he's doing the exact same funnel you were doing, but he's pivoting that to weddings for the guys that he can. And it was right. Like the weddings are increase like make them enough money to stay with Ronnie. And the other thing was that we talked about was like, okay, bots and everything like that. And the solution, the workaround was just doing instant form ads as opposed to DM ads. So that was the solution. So that's what's working. Um,
Nice.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And like
And
on top of that, I think like their eyes kind of like light up as well when they see some of the inquiry forms like because a lot of these guys, I'm running it for portrait ads, right? So when they see an inquiry that's coming in for like $1,000 or $2,000 or whatever the case may be, I've noticed that they're like, oh dang. I had a phone call with them. I got them on a sales call, but I didn't close it. But like I see the potential in this, so they keep trying, and so that's what I think is like kind of helping with longevity of them staying longer with us.
yeah,
sick.
versus like if you do the DMs, it can be very disheartening, like it was for Tim, of like you're sending a DM and then they stop responding. Right. That's the same thing that Jalen had. She was running the follower funnel and she would DM people and then they wouldn't respond. And you get discouraged. Versus with instant form, you're like talking to people, and then from there it's like, oh, I just gotta get better at sales. And this person was willing to pay $1,000. And so I know that this person's gonna buy. It's just who they bought from and they didn't buy from me. That just means I gotta get better. And so I think maybe Ronnie's touching on that. So um
Yeah.
Cool.
but yeah, Ronnie, do you have your scripts like on a Google Doc or where they at?
Yes, I have them on a Google Docs. Should I just share my screen
If you want to just put it inside,
or should I just like share it with you?
yeah, if you put it, yeah, if you just share it in Slack, then what I'll do is I'll open it up here and then I'll run through it.
Okay, cool. I'll do that. All right, I'm sending it right now. All right, just sent it right now. Let me know if you got it.
Yep. So those are the three key ads. As long as you have these three, you're going to be okay. The main direct response ad, the 30K one, the testimonial one, and then you're fine. In case you're wondering which to work on. Okay. So okay, so some of these are, I think, really short.
Yeah, I what I did was that I had like I basically had a long version and then I also had a short version. I don't know. I figured that maybe if I have a short version for the people that don't have like the largest attention spans, I could have one for that as well. But I don't know. I was kind of curious on what you thought.
I would say just stick to the template for now. Don't
Yeah.
have short or long. Just have the template and have the template and use that for each archetype. Just do that for now. Don't like try to mix short, long, this, that. Just do that. And then we'll see. So like let's say, okay, so let's say you have 5 archetypes, and then let's say this archetype it's working really well for, right? This is the person that I don't know is relying on. This is the 9 to 5 we're trying to go full time. Okay. The
Yeah.
script work. Then from there, what we do is we create the yapping video. And then from there, maybe we create a short version. That's what I would do.
Yapping version? Like just like walking around talking, you mean?
So it's like
Okay.
the same script. So it's like this worked for this person. Okay, now let's use a yapping version for this person.
Okay.
So meta ads for portrait photographers. So if once you're curious about it, if you're a portrait photographer who knows meta ads can help you book more sessions, but you're either haven't launched them yet or you've tried them without getting consistent booking for you. So I like that, especially if you're tired of relying on referrals or I'm not supposed to next. I run meta ads specifically. I run help portrait photographers generate qualified inquiries for services like family. With meta ads and drama update the old strategy. So I don't, so I'm gonna just redo this one.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
And you'll see, okay? So it's like, okay, I like the hook. If you're a portrait photographer who knows that meta ads can work, this is for you. Perfect. Especially this is what you, so basically this is like the call out. And then this is like just telling them you know who they are. Now what you need to do is you need to go into like the problem. So if I come in, so give me a second here. Let me
Hmm.
pull my ads. Um, okay, so it's if your niche and you want to do this, this is for you, especially if this. Now, chances are, so I'm just letting them know I feel like I'm letting them like feel like they're being heard. Now, especially now, you probably come to terms with the fact that, you know, if you want to make 10 to 30K from a client, you need to be able to charge more. Well, that all stops today. And the reason for that is because I just created a brand new thing. This way, here's the benefits of the thing. And then imagine what life could look like. And if you click on this, I'll give you the thing. So let's do this one. Hmm. Okay, so if you're a videographer, so you have this part down,
Yeah.
and then you have this part down. Well, that now you need to go into this, which is, well, that all stops today because I just released a brand new. So that all stops today. Why? Because of this thing. So it's like, especially if you're doing this, it's like that all stops. Well, that all stops today because why? Because, so what are you saying here? If you're a photographer who knows that MetaS can help you book more sessions, but you're having to, or you try to get them, this is for you. Well, that all stops today because we've developed a client acquisition system from the ground up, specifically for portrait photographers like you that generates 5 to 10 inbound inquiries, clients are grown up, so they report that that uses um, that uses meta ads like to generate 5 to 10 inbound inquiries daily. Well, that also because we developed our client acquisition system for the ground up, specific for portrait photographer like you. Ground ups. That uses meta ads to generate 5 to 10 inbound inquiries specifically for portrait photographers like you. So that's what I would do. So what you have is you have this stuff right here. So I wouldn't have that. Why are things different now? Okay, so why are things different now? So now we have this part down. Well, that all stops today because here's why. Okay. Now it goes into imagine what would happen if we could solve that problem. Imagine what would happen to your business if you could wake up every single day to inquiries um, from couples, from inquiries to inquiries. That's the power of using a proven ad system. And then you go into life could look like if your problem was solved. And then lastly, what we do is we go into the call to action. And if you click on this ad, and if you click on this ad, and if you click on this ad, and boom. I'll walk you through it. I'll and to go sample this call. I'll set up my entire client acquisition system for you within 3 days so that you're getting 5 to 10 inquiries every day. And what does the counter page offer have? Like, what does your headline say?
Um, Let me check. It's been a minute since I've seen that. One second. So the top of my page says book 15 sessions in 30 days or I work free. And I'll just copy and paste everything word for word.
What's up? Because we developed a client acquisition system from the ground up that uses meta to generate 5 to 10 inquiry. Furthermore, our system, furthermore, our system works so well that we guarantee you'll win at least new, five new portrait clients a month. Is that what it is?
I sent it on the Slack, but I'll read it too. It says book 15 sessions in 30 days or I work free. Please schedule your free consultation with one of our expert photography growth consultants below.
So it works so well that we guarantee you'll book at least 15 sessions within 30 days or we work for free. Imagine if you go outside, but also sell my entire class within 3 days so that you're getting and guarantee that at least 15 sessions within the next 30 days or we work for free. I look forward to chatting with you. I look forward to chatting with you. So, okay, so this is what I would.
For the call to action. Okay.
Okay, so basically, again, if you look at this, okay, so basically the call out, letting them know you understand them by sharing the circumstances in their life. Why does their pain stop today? Your offer. And then what does life look like after the problem is solved? The call to action. Okay, so this is the formula. Okay, so again, I took my ad and I just broke it down. There's a call out. Hey, if you're a videographer that works with business and brands who feels like you're on a roller coaster, 1 month you're doing great, the next month you have no idea where your next clients come from. This is for you. So that's the call out.
Yeah.
Then you have to let them know that you really understand them by talking about the circumstances of their life. Chances are, more than anything, you just want to be able to bank on a system that can predictably generate consistent clients because then you can operate your business with peace of mind. But everything you've tried so far hasn't gotten you there. So when they hear this, they're like, "Damn, this guy gets it. This guy understands what I'm feeling." Then why does their pain stop? Okay, well, that all stops today because I just released a brand new program that's called da 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 da. That's going to breaks down exactly how to use Facebook ads like the one you're watching right now to generate 5 to 10 bound leads. Okay, that's why it stops. Then you go into here's what life looks like after the problem is solved. Imagine what would happen to your stress levels if you could wake up every single day to inquiries from business owners asking about your services. You'd go from uncertainty, wondering where your next paycheck is coming from, to instead being in a situation where you get to pick who you want to work with. That's the power of using Facebook ads the right way. And then the call to action. Now, if you click on this ad, I'll give you my entire system, blah, 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 blah. So what I want you to do is, again, I just create this one for you. I don't, maybe I'll try to quickly do one more, but I want you to stick to this formula. So this is, so I broke it down for you, the call out. If you're a portrait photographer who knows meta ads can help you book more sessions, but you either haven't launched them yet or you've tried them without getting consistent booking, that's for you. So your call out was good, telling them that you know where they are. So you did good here, especially if you're tired of relying on referrals, post every day, or hoping the Instagram algorithm brings you new clients. Now, I think you could elaborate on this a little bit more if you wanted, to let them know, like, oh, I hear you. Then it's like, why are things different? This is where I think change things up. Well, that all stops today because we developed a client acquisition system from the ground up that uses meta ads to generate 5 to 10 inbound inquiries for specifically for portrait photographers like you. Furthermore, our system works so well that we guarantee you'll book at least 15 sessions within 30 days or we work for free. So that's like, okay, here's why things are different. Then you go into imagine what life would look like. Imagine what would happen if your business, imagine what happened to your business if you could wake up every single day to increase for your services. You'd go from the uncertainty of wondering where your next paycheck is going to come from to instead in a situation where you get to pick who you want when you want to work with them. That's the power of using Meta. It's the call to action. Now, if you click on this ad and you book a call with myself, I'll set up my entire client acquisition system for you within 3 days so that you're getting 5 to 10 inquiries every single day and guarantee you 15 sessions within the next 30 days or you don't pay. I look forward to seeing you soon. Does this make sense for you?
Yeah.
Do
It's
you
like
see
you're
how
calling out every point.
yeah, it's like you got to stick to the template. So whatever you're doing down here and some of these things, it's not sticking to the template. If you're a portrait photographer who's tired of booking 150 to 300 sessions and wants to consistently attract clients investing 500,000 or more, this is for you. So you did good here. I like that. The problem isn't your photography, it's that you don't have a predictable. So like you're not sticking to the template. Does this make sense? You're not
Yeah.
sticking. You're just kind of like, again. So again, I'm glad you're using AI, but AI is not gonna do a good enough job at this.
Okay.
For me, what I did with AI is I just had it give me the archetypes, but I custom wrote all of this. I didn't let AI to write any of this stuff for me.
Yeah.
I figured it out myself. So now let's kind of like let's just for shits and giggles so that you get it. Let's do a 9 to 5er, okay?
Okay. I have one at the bottom, I think.
Okay.
I don't know if I wrote that one out, but
So let's look at that. If you're a portrait photographer who's relying on Instagram, Facebook, to book clients, this is for you. I would say relying on posting. Posting got you as far, but algorithms aren't predictable. Posts like this. Yeah. Uh, you're probably, yes, it's predictable system. Yeah. So if we were to do it, so instead of me typing it, kind of like talk and give me the call out. What would that be? We're talking to the 9 to 5 right now.
if you're a uh if you work a 9 to 5 and you do photography to book more jobs, but you're trying to figure out how to get more stability, then this is for you.
Close. I would probably lead with if you're a portrait photographer who's shooting part-time and you're trying to figure out how to go full-time, but you haven't quite been able to make the shift yet, this is for you. But you did good. You did good. You understand the premise.
Yeah.
Now tell them, okay, so now during this stage, telling them who they are, telling them, helping them understand, when you say it, they're gonna be like, damn, this guy gets me. So go ahead and give me something here.
Um, uh, so, I don't know how to do that.
So just try. Just use
Um,
your own words. Basically, understand the premise is this. What do you need to say in order to get them to feel like you really know them? Like, what are their circumstances?
um, if you're a 9 to 5, if you're working a 9 to 5 and then you're doing photography on the sides, but then you have people that are reaching out to book sessions with you, but then you price drop and then they go ghost, then this is for you.
No, you already did the call out. The call out was the 9 to 5. Now what I'm saying is what do you need to say in this section, which is letting them know you understand who they are. So especially if you're relying on, so this one right here. Um, so for my one, if you're a videographer that works with business and brands whose income feels like a roller coaster. So that's their issue. Their issue is 1 month they make money, and next month they don't make money. What do
Yeah.
you, and they want stability. And they're basically like this. What they want is they want life to look like this, up and to the right.
Yeah.
And so I'm telling them, this is chances are you want to be able to have a bank on a system that consistently and predictably generates clients so that you can operate your business with peace of mind, but everything you've tried hasn't gotten you there. 1 month it's up, 1 month it's down, no matter what you've tried. So
Yeah.
this is the call out, and then this is me letting them know, oh, I hear you. This is probably what you experienced. So your call out was, hey, you're the 9 to 5er, you're a portrait photographer, but you're a 9 to 5er, you haven't been able to make the shift yet. This is for you. Okay, so what would you need to say to elaborate on that? I can give you an example, but I want to see if you come up with something.
No, my brain's shut. I don't know what to say.
So try something. You got to try something, or else if I just give it to you, you're not going to learn.
Um,
So if you're a portrait photographer who is currently still stuck at a 9 to 5 and hasn't been able to make the shift to full-time portrait photography, but you desperately want to, this message is for you. So that would
oh,
be
okay, that makes sense.
so
Yeah.
now, what would you say during this part? Telling them that you know who they are. So what would you need to say?
I would say like, hey, if you're a 9 to 5er,
No,
but
no, no. You already said that here. You already said
okay,
that. So you already did the call out. So now you need to come into this section. What do you need to say here?
telling them who they are.
Yeah. So what kind of words would you use?
Um,
Just try.
um, if you're tired of posting every day on social media or relying on referrals, or if you feel like you're kind of like at your back's against the wall, you don't know how to get more consistent customers to transition out of your 9 to 5, then this is for you.
That's what you said here.
Yeah.
So what would you say here?
Like I know they're working 9 to 5s and then they're doing photography on the side, but I just don't know like how I would like word that.
So what are the circumstances? So somebody that's got, so okay, I'll break it. So let's just like take a step back. So here what we're saying is, yo, you're a 9 to 5er and you're trying to go full time and you haven't been able to, but you want to. Yeah, this is for you.
Yeah.
So now it's like, what do we need to say to like, hey, bro, like here's probably what you're dealing with. Here's probably what your life looks like. That's what you're trying to do here. So what would you need to say there? So like think about Choji or think about some of the other guys. What is their life experience like? Like what's their life look like that they're not happy with? What
Back
would you,
then they probably were not able to figure out a way to like get more consistent clients. But now that they have a system where they have more consistent clients, even though they're working 9 to 5s, it's easier for them to like structure out their schedule based on like the times that and dates that they book for them.
but like what did somebody like, okay, you're right, but what does somebody need to hear here that like elaborates on their pain?
Um, this system will allow them to customize their schedule where they can work with clients that work with their schedule, even though they're working a 9 to 5.
So what do their circumstances look like? So think about it like this. So somebody has a 9 to 5
Yeah.
trying to go full time. Why can't they go full time?
Because they don't have a consistent flow of inquiries coming in to supplement their 9 to 5 to cover like their expenses.
There you go. Now you're getting it. There you go.
Okay.
So the hook is literally the same thing that you said.
Oh, okay.
Now you get it. So the hook is
Oh,
like,
I get it. Oh,
hey, you're a portrait. So it would be like, hey, if you're a portrait photographer that is trying to transition from your 9 to 5 to doing portrait photography full time, but haven't been able to quite figure that out, this is for you. That's the hook. During this part, now what you're going to say is chances are, chances are you're making some money here and there shooting portraits, but it's not enough in order to supplement, and it's not enough to make a living. And that's why you're still stuck at that 9 to 5. And more than anything, you wish you could just have consistent leads come in and consistent clients come in so that you can make enough money so that you could not have the 9 to 5 and you can just fully live out your life doing what you want to do.
yeah, that
Okay.
makes sense. Yeah.
That's what you would say here.
Okay.
Does that make sense now?
Yeah, it makes sense. The reason it makes sense is because you're calling out a certain audience and then you're telling them like who they are and like it feels like you're speaking to them.
Exactly. Now you're getting it. So this is the call out, which is easy. Then you need to like help, like they need to be like, bro, this guy gets it. It's like, okay, somebody that's a 9 to 5er that's trying to go full time, like that's the core issue in their life. The core issue is they have a 9 to 5 because they're not making enough money to just do the damn thing that they want to do. And you're literally saying that to them. And they're like, bro, this guy gets me. So
Yeah.
that's gonna get them in the feels.
Yeah, it's gonna get them in the fields, and it's like, dang.
Then you go into now we go into here. So why are things different now? Well, that all stops today because why? Okay, so now try this line.
Um,
You got this one down, you got this one down. Now it's like, why are things different?
it's basically this one's gonna be like we created X, Y, and Z systems. Now this will solve your issue of not having consistent customers, which now you have consistent customers coming in through. Now you'll be able to slowly approach and go towards your goal of working your dream job or your dream passion of turning photography into your main job.
There you go. So now that you understand the premise, now try to give me words, like try to give me words. And a lot of this actually can kind of keep the same, but like try to say what needs to be said here. So you understand it, but what would you say?
Hey, John, Suzanne, if this sounds like you, the great news is we have a system that actually will be able to swap out. Um, we've generated a system where you're going to be able to go from that 9 to 5 into something that you're actually passionate about because we have a system that will generate you 5 to 10 inquiries every single day on autopilot. Now you'll be able to slowly transition away from your 9 to 5 that you hate so much into something that you're actually passionate about.
Good. You're doing good. So it's a good starting point.
Yeah.
So you can take something like this. Okay, so let's start over. Hey, if you're a portrait photographer that's trying to make the transition to from your 9 to 5 to doing portrait photography for full time, but you haven't been able to quite get there, this is for you. So this part's done.
The call out.
Yeah.
And
Chances are more than anything, you would love to do portrait photography full time, but you're not making enough money from portrait photography to justify, it, and that's why you have a 9 to 5 that that supplements your income that allows you to survive, something like that. Okay, right? We're here. Okay. Well, guess what? That all stops today, and the reason for that is because we've developed a client acquisition system from the ground up that using meta ads to generate 5 to 10 inbound inquiries for portrait photographers like you, allowing the average portrait photographer that works with us generates at least 15 sessions within the first 30 days of working with us. Uh, actually, I didn't do a good job there. Let me try again. Well, that all stops today because we developed a client acquisition system from the ground up that uses meta ads to generate 5 to 10 inquiries specifically for portrait photographers like you. Close while allowing the average portrait photographer to book at least 15 sessions within 30 days. Again, I'm not doing a good job here. Allowing portrait photographers like you who are stuck in a 9 to 5 make enough income that they can quit the 9 to 5, no longer need a use as a supplement and go all in on their dreams of being a portrait photographer full time. Okay, my words are fucked up, but like, do you understand the
yeah,
premise?
I get the key premise. Yep.
Yeah. Then now, so you got this part, you got this part down, you got this part down. Now we're gonna go on to this part, which is imagine what life could look like. Okay,
This is like
so
selling the dream.
exactly. So now you're talking to this dude. What do you need to say for like, okay, it's like, yo, tell him what he wants his ideal life to look like. So it's like imagine da 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 da. And then he's like, bro, that sounds so good. So that's this part here. So
Yeah.
go ahead and say that in like in your words.
So imagine we were able to solve this problem for you, John or Suzanne. Now imagine waking up, not relying on, waking up at 8 a.m. and then your boss is telling you, hey, you need to be there by 9 a.m. Now you have control over your flexibility of your schedule. If you want to wake up at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. and then you have a shoot at 2 o'clock and you're just chilling and then you just go to your shoot, now you can do that. Now you can be flexible with every single day based on like the shoots that you're getting in. You can have custom flexibility.
I think that's not a bad place.
I understand the key premise. I just need to make it sound more like sexy. Basically, I'm like selling them the dream of like, hey, now you're not working at this place. Now you have control over your
But
situation.
but I think
Now you're in a position where you can scale it.
you're right. But I think what you need to do is you're talking about like, hey, fuck the boss. I think what you need to do is you need to focus on imagine waking up every single day. So hear me out. Imagine waking up every single day to inquiries without you needing to post on social media, rely on word of mouth or this or that, where you just have leads come in every single day and being able to close clients consistently, making the income that you need to make so that you're no longer working 9 to 5. Imagine being able to do what it is that you love doing all day, every day for fun, never needing to answer to a boss ever again. See that?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
kind of hit all of them. You hit all the points, like including like the the aspect of like them imagining like the leads coming in, like them not like relying on word of mouth referrals, and then them having more flexibility. And on top of that, you nailed out the point of like, yo, now you don't even have to worry about somebody else telling you like what you need to do.
Exactly. So, but the thing is, like, you kind of led with, hey, imagine not having a boss, this, that, but you have to focus on the ads first, because it's like you're saying, hey, imagine not having a boss. What I'm saying is, hey, imagine having leads and clients consistently. If you had leads and clients consistently, the byproduct of that is you don't have a boss to answer to anymore.
Yeah, yeah, the byproduct.
The
I
by
led with the byproduct, which
you
is
led with the
basically not the right thing to lead with.
Yeah, because what you're selling is this. You're not you're selling them on, hey man, I got this. If you book a call, I got this for you, which is a system that's going to get you leads and sales on autopilot. You need this. If you get this from me, bro, you're going to live your dream. So you got to focus on this. You got to focus on selling this. And that's
It's like a medication where like now you don't have to worry about X, Y, and Z like symptoms or like side
Yeah.
effects and all that.
Yeah. So let's say somebody, for example, the dream life is they want to be able to go to a beach all the
Hmm.
time. They love the beach, but they are allergic to the sun, just for shits and giggles. So now I'm selling, them, hey, I've got this suntan thing. Imagine having a suntan, magical suntan thing, lotion that you put on your body, and that allows you to be on the beach 24/7, as little time as you want, jump in, whatever, not be left out, be able to enjoy time with the family, friends. So I'm leading with this because they need to buy this thing to get this thing,
Yeah,
right? Make sense?
yeah,
Okay. And then your call to action is just, hey, if you click on this ad and if you do the thing here, I'm going to give you this outcome. So go
yeah.
ahead, and try this. Like, what do you like? Try this.
Yeah, I see. I see. Now that I think about it, a lot of I kind of understand like why you're saying like AI will is kind of a good starting point, but ultimately like you have to like either tell it like specifically on prompt, like step by step of like what points you want to hit across, or just understand like the key fundamentals. Like, yo, every ad has a call out, every ad has
Yeah. The
something
AI
that
is not
makes them feel like they're being spoken to.
AI is not going to be able to do this for you, Ron.
Yeah.
So AI, all AI can do for you is AI can give you the different archetypes. So it's going to give you the 9 to 5er. It's going to give you this person. It's going to be so now. Okay, now let's do this. Will be quick, right? So now stick with me. So give me another example of a portrait. So give me another archetype. So this is
Um,
the 9 to 5er trying to go full time. Give me another one, and then we'll just do.
the one that relies on social media.
Do you think that's a big one? Like based off of all your conversations, who do you think is the biggest one that we
What the
can?
biggest one is, I'd
So like based off of like all your sales calls and everything, like there's the 9 to 5er. Give me the other big archetype.
um like the ones that are getting jobs, but then like they'll have months where it's really inconsistent. I'd say that's a huge one. Like they'll tell me like, hey, I've had 2 or 3 shoots booked out this month, and then another month I have nothing coming in, and then all of a sudden I have another thing that comes in. I get like 5, 6 inquiries, but it's always
That's
up and down.
literally this. That's literally this. I already created this for you. So
Okay.
think about it like this. So it's like here's how we would do it. So pay attention. Okay, you pay
Yeah,
attention.
yeah.
So here's the call out. Yeah. Hey, if you're a portrait photographer that if you're a portrait photographer whose income feels like a roller coaster where one month you're getting gigs and the next month you have no idea where your next session is going to come from, this message is for you. So that's what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Does that make sense? Does that fit?
Yeah.
Okay. And then now you let them know that you understand. Chances are, more than anything, you want to be able to bank on a system that predictably generates consistent inquiries, because then you can operate your portrait photography business with peace of mind, knowing that every single month you're going to have shoots, right?
Yeah.
So that would speak to them, right? It's
Yeah,
that.
it would.
Okay. Then you go into why does their client stop today? You can pretty much keep very much
Yeah,
what
I
else.
get it. I get it.
Well, that all stops today because we developed a client acquisition system from the ground up that uses meta to generate 5, 10 inquiries. You can keep it pretty much the exact same.
Yeah.
Furthermore, our system, like you don't have to change this. Okay.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
this is a
imagine what
main
life could
call
look
out.
like.
Yeah.
So what would life look like? Imagine what would happen. Now here, look, this is why this is specifically, I created specific for them. Imagine what would happen to your stress levels if you could wake up every single day to inquiries from inquiries asking about your uh, for photography services. You'd go from the uncertainty of wondering where your next session is coming from to instead being in a situation where you get to pick and choose which clients you want to do portraits with. That's the power of having a proven client acquisition system using meta ads. See how that would tie in? Here's what
Yeah.
life would look like specifically for this type of person, because this type of person is always stressed out, doesn't know where the money's going to come in, up and down roller coaster. All right. And then your call to action pretty much stays the same.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you starting to get it now?
Yeah, I'm starting to get it.
So what I want you to do, here's your homework. I want you to, instead of all this crazy nonsense, Ronnie,
Yeah.
I want you to have like five. Okay.
5. Okay.
Yeah. Have five and have them really good and then show me them once they're done.
Okay, cool, cool. Got you.
I want you to make sure again, the key is you got to stick to this
Understand the key fundamentals and have all 5 of them covered, the call out, the
yeah,
learning more about like their current like basically the call out, and then like talking like you understand like their current situation. If you're X, Y, and Z, this is probably you. And then telling them like why the pain stops today, and then like basically showing them like the dream of X, Y, and Z of having this into the system, and then having the CTA of like how they can get in contact with us.
you got it.
Okay.
Cool. Does that help? Does this help?
Yeah, there is one other thing. So basically, relying on a reliable system, and then another one was, if I remember, I'll get back to you. But
And I'm
yeah,
just
I
saying
understand the
five.
key
I don't.
fundamentals.
I'm saying five, but I don't know how many archetypes you have. I do agree with the 9 to 5er, and I do
Yeah.
agree with the person with the up and down, like roller coaster based off of that. So, I don't know
Oh,
how
I
many.
have another one. I have another one. I remember this is. I just it just clicked. So a lot of the people that come to me, some of them they say they need help with like, hey, when I price drop to them, they go ghost. So that's like a huge issue that they're having as well.
Yeah. So, for example, so basically, so your messaging would slightly tweak. You basically say something like, "Hey, if you're a portrait photographer and having conversations and you keep getting ghosted after you drop the price, this message is for you." Chances are, more than anything, you're sick and frustrated of, you know, chances are more than anything, you're going into these sales consults with your arms and palms sweaty because you're just waiting for them to say no or ghost you. Um, right? Does that make sense? Because I'm speaking to them.
Yeah.
That's the problem. That's what they deal with.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that all stops there because I just, again, I created a client acquisition system from the ground up that uses meta ads, just like the one you're watching right now, that'll consistently generate leads for you that have high intent. These are the types of people that are not going to leave you on ghost, that are not going to leave you on red, that are not going to be scared once you drop your price. There are people that have high intent, right? So that's again, and then you go into imagine what life would look like. So imagine what life would look like where you can constantly have 2 to 3 conversations every single day, and you know that at least one of those are going to turn to paid clients,
Yeah.
right? And then call to action. If you da, da, da. So you see how I just kind of
Yeah,
did
yeah, I
that.
get
I'm
it.
not doing the
Yeah,
best.
it's just the things that would change, just if it's like a different need from what I'm seeing, if you scroll down a little bit, basically the call out would be different, and then telling them who they are different, and then why things are uh honestly everything, I think almost everything would be slightly different except the call to action.
The call to action pretty much stays the same, and then why things are different is slightly tweaked. So
Yeah.
this changes quite a bit. This changes. Um, so this changes quite a bit. This changes quite a bit. This one is slightly changing, not much, and then this changes a lot, and the call to action kind of
Yeah,
stays.
yeah, yeah. So it's like 3. Okay, I got it. All right, I get it.
You get it?
Yeah, it's clicking now. It's clicking. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Okay. Uh, questions, comments, concerns, thoughts?
Um, so basically create a ad for all the archetypes, and then create like maybe 1 or 2 fun pieces of content like the ranking ones, so that way like I remember we talked, you told me like, maybe have like an ad that everyone will see, and then with the Andromeda update it'll show them the fun ad, and then it'll take this person here, then it'll take this person here, then it'll take this person here, but then like based on like the person's individuality and like who they are in X, Y, and Z, it'll Facebook and Andromeda will pick like what order they need to show the ad to them.
What I think you should focus on is what I message you in Slack,
Yeah.
is do the main direct response ad.
And
So
that's the main direct response ad is my the core one.
yeah, and that's what the difference between the specific one and the general one is. The specific one, we're talking to like a specific person, like, hey, you're a 9 to 5 trying to go full time.
Okay, and then the main DR ad is basically the main archetypes. Is that correct?
The main one is like if you say it, it talks to everybody.
Oh, okay, wait, let me write
That's
that.
and that's yeah. And
Okay,
so
cool.
that's the main one you need to focus on because if you have that ad, that'll talk to everybody.
And wouldn't that one for the one that talks to everyone, wouldn't that be like the ranking video?
No, no, you want to make a direct response. You want to make this one right here, this one. You want to make this, but you don't want to be super specific. You want to, so your call out would be something like this. Hey, if you're a portrait photographer who wants more sessions, but you are struggling to get those sessions, um, currently using things like word of mouth,
Oh, okay,
referrals,
I get it. I get it. Basically, you're talking to
this
everyone,
message.
basically
I'm talking to
referrals.
everybody,
Yeah, okay.
especially if you've tried, word of mouth, or you try referrals, or if you try this, chances are you haven't had something that quite hit for you yet. That all stops. So that ad is going to be the main one that you need.
Yeah.
Then I would recommend doing my 30K ad and then a testimonial collage. If you just have these three ads, you're going to be fine.
And then what's the 30K one?
So make sure you remember this, okay?
Yeah,
So the 30K one is this one right here. It's this one.
yeah.
So step one, two, three, four, five. You're going to create your own version of this one.
Yeah.
And I'm saying that because that's what's making sales. This one and the direct response, those are the ones that are making the most sales. That's the one that's most powerful. And then the last one is going to be the testimonial collage.
Okay.
And that's the one where I just have a bunch of testimonials, a bunch of people. So right now you
Okay.
have, for example, that's why I keep telling you, like, hey, Trojan, these people, talk to them and record because then you can create a
Yeah.
mashup video. And so if you
Yeah.
have these three ads in your ad set, it's going to work really well for you.
What about
Now,
the specific ones? Like when I'm speaking to each individual, include that. So that's like four. There's four things, right?
so those ones, so what I'm saying is like in order of operations, like the direct response ad, the one that's general, that's the most important. Then it's going to be the 30K. Then it's going to be the testimonial. Those three are your most important ads. And then after that, then I would probably do like two viral videos and then do all the specific ones. That's the order of like most to least important, in my opinion.
Yeah. Okay, got you. I'm gonna write that down.
If you want to write down 306, you can come back to this and rewatch it. Either three, or if you want to just write that down, it's fine too.
So what I wrote down so far was the main one is the main one I should focus on where I'm speaking to everyone, and then 30K view, then
Yeah.
testimonial, and then after that two fun videos. And
Mhm.
then the last one would be where I'm speaking to individuals.
Yeah.
The ad speaks to individuals.
Yeah. And the reason I'm giving this order is because it's again this main one is going to hit so many different people. It's going to speak to them. So yeah.
Oh God, this is gonna be a lot of filming and editing. God.
So there's basically one ad here, second ad here, third ad here, fourth, fifth, and then maybe four more ads here.
So it's like 10 ads, yeah.
And if you have those 10 ads, it's a lot, but you'll never have to film an ad for like the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Now, if you have just these two ads, yeah, that's enough to like get ads working for you while you work on the other ones. So I'm not
yeah,
saying you
this
have to have
is
all these done and then pop them in. I'm saying is you can film, like I feel like these two are going to be a little bit of work and the testimonial one might be a little bit easier to create your
yeah.
testimonials. But yeah, if you and so what I had Riviera, what I did with Riviera is he just filmed like all that piece of content and then he just editing them in order that he needs to edit them in.
Okay, got you.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool, cool. It's really cool. I'm super excited to get this all launched because what I've noticed is you had me like turn on the ad once, close a couple of deals, then I turn them on again and I closed even more deals. Now I'm going to turn them, I have them off. I've had them off for like a couple weeks now, but I know that like, fixing all these things on the back end where like I'm fixing like the first thing I fixed was like the automation. So now like I can onboard quite a bit more few people and now I don't have to like go back and forth, stress myself out because I didn't realize how much of a big deal that was because I did have to do so much fucking directions, getting on so many calls. So now I fixed that area. Now I basically like do the marketing. And now this will like make me like focus
Great.
less on like sales, but like now I'll have like more marketing. Now I have to go less hard on sales. So I'm kind of glad that like it's like training wheels. It's like try like for me, it's like riding your bike with tricycles. Like that was like level one with the 6 weeks, the six figures, and then riding the bike with like, starting things off with the plain ad and then like fixing the automations. Now it's like level three where I'm riding the bike without tricycles. Basically, essentially like having everything set in place, automations, and then like, proper VSLs and ads. So now I'm like at level three. So super excited to see what level three holds up.
Yeah, good. No, you're viewing it the right way. So yeah, just
Yeah.
refining.
Just surprised. I'm just surprised like how much that has been going into this. So it's cool. It's pretty cool, cool stuff. Building a brand from the ground up.
Yeah.
Not necessarily ground up, but like to a certain degree, like building out like the automations and all that.
The cool thing is, we're getting, it's like we're sharpening the knife. Right?
Yeah.
I hope you're seeing like anybody can just like launch a gray background and book it to a calendar and you're closing deals. But then it's like, what happens when you try to get 10 clients, 15, 20 clients and all this
Yeah.
shit that comes with it? It's like nobody knows until you get so many clients, then you realize you have to fix shit. And so we're fixing one small thing at a time. And then what's going to happen is by the end of it, when you've gone through this whole process, Ronnie,
Yeah.
the next niche you go into, instead of it taking you a year to do all this, you're gonna get that shit done in like 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, it's
because
crazy.
you're gonna have already gone through all this shit. You're gonna see how valuable everything is. So that again, when you go into that different niche that you charge more, whatever the fuck you're gonna do, it's gonna be way easier, way faster.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm super excited for like the new niche part. Like obviously I'm speaking into like the future or whatever, but like I feel like every call that I get onto, like every time I get on a Zoom call or like every time I get on a Zoom call, like I'm paying attention to like their facial expressions. I'm like picking up on new patterns on like it's like kind of like the one thing that you told me is like you go to school with the cool kids, the nerds, the X, Y, and Z. So it's like I feel like I've picked up a pretty decent pattern between like the people that are coming in and like, I'm mastering my sales skills. So it's like when I get into that new niche, I'll have a head start because I'll have like some because I understand like I feel like I understand a little bit of like how like the sales process is, like the discovery, the sales call, and then the objection handling. Like now, like as I'm mastering these things, I'll be able to apply it to like a new niche after I like launch this stuff out.
Yeah. 100%. Um, really quick before I get we keep talking, Ronnie. Jalen, Ryan, Sherelle. I think so. What I'm doing with Ronnie is he's like relatively new, both in business acumen and then everybody here is like new to the agency game. And so I think some of what he's talking about is like he did the six figures, he went into a niche, and I gave him a relatively easy niche, which is portrait photographers. And we would do things like we would launch for him, and then I remember the first batch he launched, he like couldn't really get them the best results, not the best communication. I forget what we did, but we had to shut things down, and then we had to work on some of his onboarding, some of the things. He launches ads again, and then his second go around, he was much better. It was a much better experience. And then I think we shut things down in order to like work on his VSL so that his sales calls were better. And so we worked on that, shut his ads down, restarted. And then now he's like his VSL is good. He's closing at a higher rate. Um, all that stuff. But the problem is that again, things just weren't smooth enough. And so we shut things down. And then I think now what we're doing is we're working on his ads because he wants to have a higher caliber of clients. So instead of
Yeah,
charging 150 a week, he wants to see, hey, can I charge $600 out the gate? And
yeah,
so we have to work on his ads to make them better than just a classic background without text, right? We need
yeah,
his face in order to drive better, get better
yeah,
content. And what I'm ultimately getting at, Cheryl and Ryan and Jalen, is like it's either that route or and so he's doing all that stuff, and then ultimately what we're gonna do is like he's gonna have all these skills built up. So then when he goes into his next niche, which is like right now it's kind of like the girlfriend or the boyfriend, he's just getting all these experiences in. But when he goes to his husband, when he goes to his wife, he's gonna absolutely crush it because he's gonna have all these skills. That's I think kind of what I'm getting at. Is like either I go that route or I go the route of like you just do the six figure 6 weeks and close a bunch of people in a bunch of different niches, and then we go into a niche or something. Like it's just there's different ways to do it. Does that make sense? I think it's kind of a little bit of what I'm trying to get at with you guys, Ryan and Jalen. And
Yeah, it does. It makes
it's
sense.
it's a journey, is what
The
I'm getting.
close rate, and then another thing that I've noticed is like every time I turn my ads back on, my close rate gets higher. Like literally, like I think I had like a 50, probably like a 50% close rate. Every other person I spoke with, I would have like closes, and there would be times where I'm doing back-to-back closes. So like implementing these changes, I don't even know what it's going to do, but I'm super excited to see what happens with that.
So
With a question, with a close rate at 50%, does that mean prices is too low at that point?
yeah,
Okay.
technically, I mean, you can look at it different ways, but like for me, I think it depends on your funnel. It depends on
Mhm.
your style. There are multiple things, but typically industry standard, like if you're closing the way you're closing right now, Cheryl, which is like you're hopping on a call, you're being aggressive, typically it's 30%. And if you're
Gotcha.
higher than 30%, yeah, it's like you can increase your prices.
Got a little more wiggle room with it. Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, I'm proud. I'm proud of you, Ronnie, bro. That's a W to hear your testimony, brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, man. So anyways, I know it's a lot, and I know some, Shirel, Jalen, Ryan, you guys are starting. Just I hope what I'm just trying to get across to you is this is a journey. Just prepare for the journey.
Oh yeah,
There's
I knew that. I'm
there's a
excited
rhyme
though,
and
bro.
reason. There's a rhyme and reason behind everything,
I'm
So
excited. I'm definitely excited because be able to not have to worry about like where your next dollar is going to come from, where because you have a system not only that you need but everybody else needs as well, right? To help them generate, and it's a win-win every time. Yeah. So
yes, sir. Um, Ryan, Jalen, do you guys have thoughts or anything like that before I conclude things on just like this stuff? I know this is a lot what me and Ryan just went
No, it's
over.
great. I mean, it's nice to see kind of what's in the future, so I can sort of have a foundation going forward and know what's to come and build the foundational needs, I guess, to get to that point. So yeah,
Good. That's what I want to kind of get
yeah,
across. Like, if it feels like it's slow or you're not 100%, it's just we're building a foundation, right?
yeah.
Jalen, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, I'm good. Like Ryan was saying, I think it's just good to hear where everybody's at and just see, what's possible for us so as we grow. So I'm here for it.
Good. Okay, cool. Um, I think Jorge, what's going on, bro? You there?
Yo, it's good.
What's going on? Uh, it's good to see you.
Yeah, you too, bro. Looking jacked more and more every day.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to be like you.
You out here mogging everybody, bro.
Chill. Hey, have you met some of the guys, Jorge, here? Or are these new faces for you?
They all look like new faces, so nice to meet you all.
You too, man. Nice to meet you.
Well, except
So,
for Ronnie and Daniel, but everybody else.
yeah. So some of you guys, what's cool about Jorge is, so you guys know Jim Launch. Are you guys familiar with Jim Launch and Alex Ramosi? So Alex Ramosi is out here charging people 16 bands, right? And then the average client is paying like 40 bands. And so basically Jorge has somebody who paid Gym Launch. And these guys are paying Gym Launch like 7,000 a month, like crazy amounts, right? Right? Something like that, like 4,000 ad spend, 4,000 coaching, or like 2,000 ad spend. Like it's just a good amount. And then that guy is making like, I don't know, 30,000 a month or something. Um, and so Jorge is, since he's cool with him, basically like learn from that guy. And so now Jorge has got like some really cool stuff where he can have, and so what he's doing, he's running that play, but for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms. And so he has something really cool where like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu gyms, like he can talk to them and then they can not spend, I mean, he can just write a few emails for them and then just make them a shit ton of money. Just because the shit works so well. And he got that from Gym Launch and all that stuff. Anyways, so I bring that up because, me and Jorge, we did some cool stuff. We did a few different niches. We ultimately settled on that. And by the way, that's like his background. Like he's big into BJJ. That's kind of his passion. And so we did a call funnel and we had issues with marketing. And then what we did is we went to building a low ticket funnel for Jorge. And so that's some of the stuff that we talked about, Cheryl. So basically, he's basically used a low ticket funnel. So whatever I do for my business, we're building that out for him right now. And so right now, I think cost per acquisition is like around $100. I could be wrong, but like every $100 that he's spending, he's basically he's getting a new business owner in. And then right now, me and him are in the process of like him learning, like nurturing and selling those people into the high ticket stuff. So just a little bit of background.
that's fire, bro.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's pretty sick, honestly.
He's like, yeah, it's pretty sick.
Yeah, I need that smile he got on his face, man. I need.
So yeah, anyways, Jorge, what's top of mind for you, bro?
Bro, I just want to check in because I had the time today. But really, it's like, sorry, really, it's the just catching you up on everything as far as the ad. Turned out to be 12 people, I believe. 12 people purchased.
And then how much was the ad spend? Do you remember?
I think we're like coming up on 1,000 because it's so far it's been like 450, 450.
So 1,000 divided by 12, that's like $83 acquisition cost.
Maybe a little bit less because it's like, yeah, like
I
four,
think we
like
said,
800, 900, something like that.
okay, here, let me just double check real quick. Um, so so basically, so we've spent 1,300 basically 13,908 divided by you said 13.
Hmm.
So yeah, $107 cost per acquisition, bro. It's like nuts. So we're going the numbers are good, bro. The numbers are good.
Yeah, so far I've hopped on two, no, let's see, one, two, two calls so far
Hmm.
that I actually went through. One of them was that guy that, we took it that far with the cash flow kickstart. The other one fell off with confusion. Now this third one, which is pretty cool, these new people, so far I've gotten new people. Those are all people like, very low, like students, they're doing everything themselves. Now I've been getting students who are literally just like replicates of Adam, where it's like they've got hell instructors, they're at least 40K a month, they're trying to get to 100K a month. They have the systems in place, but they're like very attracted to like what the systems that we use are.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
pretty sick. And
Good.
I've been watching, I sending the videos. I've been way more like now the videos are kind of like coming like that, the custom loom videos. Now it's like that I'm getting the reps in. Now it's like much easier. Now I'm not tripping about like what I have to say, and now it's become that I'm remembering the script pretty much. I'll send you a new one if that would help. But I added everything that you have as far as like the ending to have people wanting to show up for
Okay.
like the Google done for you setup, all that stuff,
Yeah. Okay.
and then. What else? I have a call tomorrow with a DM follower from the ads.
Mhm.
That's just gonna be like the second part, like going over the actual numbers as far as like pricing, all that stuff.
So you did a discovery call with them or a sales call?
I did a sales call, but then like at the end of the sales call,
Oh, yeah,
before
yeah,
we got into the price, he
yeah,
was
yeah.
like, "Hey, I gotta go." I was like, "Cool, no worries. Let's book a second call. We'll go over the price."
Okay,
Yeah, so
cool.
I have that. And then I think I have one on Wednesday with the school owner that has like 20 employees or 20 coaches. He's at 40K per month. And like he's been really receptive too, which is pretty sick. He watched all the content like ASAP. He's like, "Bro, I love it. This is awesome."
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
And
Okay.
then I dropped a YouTube video today, so I've been filming the course too in the meantime, but I made a part of the videos for the course. One of the video, I felt like it could have been a standalone YouTube video, so I just added like a plug to the course, a call to action at the end, and then I just uploaded that to YouTube. But it's pretty much just talking about like, hey, like this free trial, why free trials are killing your school. So it's part of the course, but I just uploaded it to YouTube and I packaged it nicely, as much as I could. And then as far as the back end stuff for the course portal, I've been working on that stuff too. I'm trying to figure out how I can bypass still like the technicalities with like having to find a code and then me like approve them manually. And I still have yet to upload the school, so I create that school profile. And then what else? And then the same thing, the upsell course for the content stuff. I'm working on that one at the same time too.
Okay.
So that's what's been going on.
Good. Thank you for giving me the update. All that, I mean, everything sounds good. In terms of the course, like if we can't get around that, either option one is we just leave things be, and if we keep having issues, then we maybe change things. So maybe we just kind of see, because like again, it could not be as big of an issue as I'm making out to be,
So
right?
far, it's been like I've been getting to them fast. I can see it's like click of a button, and like the time lag between the moment that they opt in to the moment that they get the course portal. I messed around with some of the automations too, like some of your automations with like, "Hey, welcome here," and like try to get, excuse me, as clear as possible instructions. So that helps out too a little bit.
Okay. So if that's the case, then we might be fine. Worst case is if we're not fine, Again, I can show you, I can give you my template for ClickFunnels and we can just like set things up in ClickFunnels if we need to like go that route. But like, it's again, just that's not top of mind for me right now. Um, so the guy that you have a sales call with, did you tell me about this guy?
Yeah.
Tell me about him, like all this stuff before, or
Yeah, so I had a discovery call with him, and then from there I had a sales call.
no,
And the
no, no,
sales call,
not that guy. I know that's the one from the DMs, the new guy from
mm,
the low ticket funnel, that guy.
um,
You said you have a guy who's doing well with the course material or something?
no, I think this was from like last week. This was like earlier or like late last week he came through, and that's when I was just like pumping out like the videos like that.
Okay. So I
So I'm not
remember,
sure if I,
the last thing I remember from the low ticket funnel was you said you had a sales call and then you're like, oh, bro, like I kind of shit the bed or this or that or something happened.
yeah,
That's the last thing I remember.
that was
So,
yeah. So that was a different guy. That was an older guy. So then from since that point, a couple people came through, which is one this new school owner, with the 40K a month, and then another school owner that was local came through. Well, he's kind of local. He's like 4 hours away, but he messaged me, canceled the call
uh,
because he was completely unqualified. He's like super broke. And I
uh,
talked to him, but hey man, like I see if I could like try to get him something, but he only has like 12 students. He's like negative. He's like literally he's got no money. He's about to close the school down. So at
okay.
that point, I was like, you know what? Like I don't even know. Like I just said, hey bro, no worries. Stay inside the chat because he asked me, he's like, hey man, like I don't think I could do this at all, bro, but I would still like to stay inside like the group chat and like communicate and engage with you guys if that's okay. And I was like, yeah, that's okay, man. We have that. We're gonna be migrating to school soon, so you'll get access to that as well. So
Mhm. Mhm.
kind of left him on the hook a little bit, but
I think for
not
people
like,
like I think for people like him, um, he's not going to be able to like afford like it's not going to make sense, but does it make sense to sell him a course? Like sure,
that's yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So it's like right now, I mean, you can, again, if you have a call with them, you can say, hey, look, here's what I'm actually working on. I'm uploading everything I know that's in my brain. I'm going to be charging X dollars for this. If you decide to hop in, I'll give it to you for this. And this is literally everything that we're going to give that we give our coaching clients that we pay us X dollars per month. And this is just for you. And you can use this information, learn from it. And when you're ready, then we can help you implement it. Something like that.
Mm,
I don't know. It's up to you. It's up to you. No pressure.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm getting more confident. I think when I get to the point when I have like should be pretty soon when I finish every single piece of content inside the course, like where I'm like, cool, like it's like all jacked up. It's like it's so very like souped up now. Like I feel good.
Yeah.
I think at that point, hey man, here's the entire course, bro. I'll give it to you for this much. On top of like the upsell too.
Yeah. No, thank you for sharing the update with me, bro. Like, I feel good. I feel good after hearing. I know it's a lot, bro. I know there's a lot with this funnel, bro. I know there's a lot.
No, it's like when I think about it back when we first started up until now, like again, just going back to like that, just maxing it out, it's just really like I'm throwing a bunch of not shit at the wall, right? Because it's like still like strategic and like I'm still being like tactful with it. But like I'm literally just like just go, 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 polish it out later.
Mm.
And the more I do that, the more I just like hey, as soon as something happens, I'm going immediately. Like I'm taking action immediately. That's when I'm realizing I get in my flow and I'm okay, this is much
Yeah.
easier. Now
Yeah.
it's like it's less there's less thinking. They're like, oh, what about this? What about that? I'm like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna send it.
Yeah. That's the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. And then
And then
down
another oh,
You
go ahead.
you polish things, bro, after the truth is you polish things after we get more and more coaching clients in, and then and then we revise based off of them and their feedback and what that's just the truth. Like the course material is not for the people that are paying the $47, just straight up. Like most of those people are not going to consume it, they're not going to do shit with it. The only people we need to worry about are the people that are inside the coaching. Just it is what it is. And they will tell you what needs to be refined. They're
Mhm,
whenever, like for example, I literally 6 I've had it for years. I literally just refine a small little thing based off of questions I got, and that's normal. You're right. So don't need to over. You just need to throw shit at the wall. That's the truth.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've been finding out more of. And another cool, or not cool, but another like I guess kind of major update is I got more intel from EJ and Faison from Kaizen.
Yeah.
And so they were working with the gym launch, like it was going well, but like they closed some people.
Yeah.
They closed, I think, like at their peak, like 8 people in a month, which is not bad, right? They're doing 599, same thing, same shit. but it got too expensive because they went from like spending, what were we spending like the $15 a day, $20 a day, like $600 from when I was doing it for them.
Yeah.
And then now they're stopping working with them. They're like, hey, it's getting too expensive because they were paying them, I think, a couple thousand, a little bit more than a couple thousand a month for the service fee. And on top of that, they're paying 3,000 a month on ads. And they only had two people in the last couple, like in the last month. And so the cost per acquisition was like 1,500 each. And I was like, damn, bro, like what? Like you guys aren't even charging 899? Like, nah, this and that. So they're gonna stop working with them because it got too expensive.
Yeah.
And it wasn't worth it because their thing was that they wouldn't show up. Like their show rate was terrible too. Like they would they would do everything themselves, and then eventually they had Gym Launch take over the appointment setting, and they weren't getting enough people showing up because when they showed up, closing was not a problem, right? He would close at like 50, 60% is what he was telling me, or maybe even higher. He's like, yeah, I feel like I'm closing like pretty much every other person that comes in, but it's just that no people are coming in. Nobody's coming in.
So the issue is that they initially were working the leads. They did not do the best job, or they didn't have enough time.
They didn't have enough time. They're doing everything else.
I
They didn't
see.
have time to work the leads, and then they had, okay, hey, Gym Launch, can you go ahead take over it? Cool. They took it, took care of it. I don't know if they had like Filipinos or whatever, or Indians
So they
helping them
just
out in
didn't
the
have
call
the best,
center.
yeah, they didn't have the best setters.
Yeah, and
So,
then
and these are your these are your friends, or
mhm.
okay. So I guess like what now? Like, are they just telling
So now
venting to you, or are they like
they're
considering
like,
you?
yeah, they're like, yo, like let's have a meeting soon. Let's try to figure something out because like this stuff obviously works. We have experience now, but now like we're gonna need to figure something out like for you, like with you.
So my suggestion, okay, so bro, 5K coaching program. 5K coaching program, and then bro, it should be a fucking walk in the park for how much they have spent and they believe in it. 5K coaching, and then you basically, and you, I think you have to sell them on, hey, you know that getting clicks is easy, getting leads is easy. You know that the sales script works. You know that everything works. The issue is just getting people in. And for you, your issue of you getting people in, and they have to believe this is one, you have a time issue, which is why you hired them. Cool, fair. But at the end of the day, Gym Launch is a big ass business, and you don't know what setter you got. You probably got, like you said, some Filipino dude that sucks balls. What I'm gonna do is can you hear me? I don't know if you're frozen.
Yeah.
What you're gonna say is what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you training so that you can get your own setter and make sure they're good as fuck and they do their fucking job. Because as you know, if the setter is fucked, your business is fucked. If your setter is fantastic, you can see how much money it makes. That setter is life or death for you. And guess what? I'm gonna give you everything that I know to make sure that you have your own setter so that you're not relying on people like Gym Launch or even myself. I'm gonna show you how to get A-star players. If you need to listen back to this, bro, like that's the energy you gotta say, bro. They'll pay the 5K, I promise you, bro.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so a couple of things with that. It's like, what if I tell them like from the last time that I talked about, like what it was like I think like 1,500 each. I was telling like 1,500 per month and then like the 3.6K PIF. But
Oh, you
also
pitch
what if
it
they're
like
like, I don't
you
want to
pitch,
do the huh?
you pitch it like an agency model instead of the coaching model, yeah?
Yeah, yeah. So previously.
So so is that what you're getting at? Is like, oh, I don't know if they're gonna take it because of that?
Yeah, because like what if they're like, I don't want to do the coaching, like I want you guys to handle it for us.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know what to tell you about how to make I'm sure I could tell you how to make the pivot, but I guess like how long ago was this?
I don't know, like March, maybe.
So March, April, May, June, July. Okay, so that's 4 months. So your whole thing is like, hey man, so I'm happy to have a conversation with you. Now uh just so you have a heads up and understand, like we're currently running a coaching model. And so it's a done with you type of deal. I'm happy to have a conversation. It will solve the problem. Like it will solve the problem that you want to have solved. It's just maybe not in the way that you think.
Mhm.
And then they're like, cool, down. And then what you have to do is you have to really sell them on like, hey bro, your issue is that. Your issue is that. Now, what we're going to do for you is we're going to get things set up for you so that, again, you can find that person and then you can replace yourself and it's a good person. Um, because when it comes to Gym Launch, is Gym Launch running the ads for them or no?
Yeah.
So then you can also go into like, hey, look, all on top of the ads are super simple. But the thing is with gym launch, you don't know if you're playing a premium or not because again, it's a big ass business, and the person that's running the ads for you could not be that like skilled. Versus you're going to be much more careful with your own money and watch every dime nickel instead of overspending on an ad set or an ad. You don't know if they're doing that with you. So I'm going to teach you how to do it. And once you understand how to do it, it's literally a quick 10-minute video, and then you're going to be good for life. So you have to kind of set it like that. You have to set,
Mm,
you have to position, bro, here's what you have to do. You have to position it as if like they think they want X, but it's like, here, you don't actually want X. I promise you what you want is Y, and here's why you want Y. That's how you have to kind of play it.
okay. And it's leading with like, hey, like kind of like having everything on auto mode on the camera versus like, bro, you're gonna fuck your shit up. Just do it in manual.
Yeah, it's like, hey man, like so I know that you want somebody to set, work the leads for you, right? That's why you went to gym launch. But here's the problem with gym launch. You probably got really shitty Filipino people, and that's what's gonna happen. So if you try to give it to me or if you try to give it to somebody else, I give a fuck about you. I have a relationship with you. But at the end of the day, I do have a business to run and I'm gonna keep it real with you. If shit comes to, shit hits the fan and I got family to take care of, like, yeah, my eyes are not gonna be on the setter. You might lose a setter, I might have to bring somebody else on. Just it is what it is. So, in my opinion, the right thing to do, and as a friend, the best thing for you to do is to find your own setters that are extremely good, and I will show you how I found mine. That's my gift to you. So, yeah, it's not as easy on the front end, but I promise you on the long end, it's going to be beneficial for you. So you see how I'm like reframing it?
Mhm.
That's what you have to do with them.
Okay. Okay. And then what if they give the pushback of like, man, I'd rather just have somebody do it for me?
I mean, I don't think we should, no matter what. I think worst case scenario is like you're just, I don't know, maybe you're like, cool, man, I totally get it. I totally understand. Look, here's the deal. I can't do that for you. What I'm happy to do is I'm happy to just give you, I won't give you my coaching and all that stuff, which is again for 1,500. What I will do, I'll just go ahead and give you the training for half of it. And then we just give them a $2,500 course. But I think us having a setting team and all that shit, bro, is trouble. Like you saw it with them, right? You're gonna run into that issue. Literally what I was telling you, I was like, bro, we're gonna run into that issue. You're going to have to bring people on, quality control, people churn. It's going to happen. So I
Hmm.
don't think that we should have setters and offer that.
Okay. Yeah, because one thing I did hype up about was the AI stuff that I've been doing, the close bot. That's been pretty sick. It's
Yeah.
like it's just more like a fail safe than it is like the main thing.
Right.
It's like it's gonna help for sure, but I can it's definitely helping them get that set up for them as well. Could be part of it too. It could be some course material.
Yeah. And so that's part of your thing is like, hey, look, what they're doing is they're relying on this. And Gym Launch has been running the same play for a long time. It's a multi-million-dollar industry. They're not introducing things in very fast. It's very takes long versus me. I'm always playing around with shit. And here's what I found, and this is going to help you with your core nurture problem. And so now all of a sudden it's like, okay, fuck, I'm sold. Like they are sold on the fact that setting is make or break. And if they find out that you have something unique or small, they're gonna eat it up, bro. They're
Mhm.
eating it up. So I would keep stacking that shit on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, that's the most major updates that I have. No, that's it.
Cool. Anything else top of mind for you, bro?
Mm. That video with the one about like the Andromeda, the update
Yeah.
with the ads, that's stuff that we're already doing, right?
That's basically what we're doing right now. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Did you watch it though, or no?
Yeah, I watched it.
Yeah, that's basically what we're so it is important because I do think that we do need to do that. Like we need to have those different types of ads. Like you take your BJJ owners and break them into different archetypes. And we do need to have ads for every single.
Yeah, yeah, like the different angles and stuff like that.
But I think what we have, I mean, is clearly working, and I think we're gonna be fine for a little while, for now. So yeah, bro. What else?
That's it. That's the most things I had in my mind. Uh, Nothing else really. If anything pops up, I'll put in the Slack.
Yeah. Okay. You feeling good?
Feel good, bro. Yeah, yeah, feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
better than ever.
All right. Just making sure. Make sure you're good. Cool. All right. Good. All right then. Anything else? Jorge or any other guys? Anything else top of mind? Ronnie, Ryan, Sherelle, Jalen, Riviera, you guys got anything? You know? Okay. All right then. I'll see you guys next week.
Hi, bro.